Launching the dumbest radio show in America. Welcome to Common Man and T-Bone.
And they used to have, maybe they still do, have a little section in Us Weekly with little, shots of stars going to grocery stores and running errands. And the caption was, "Stars, they're just like us." And I said, no, they're not. They're not just like us because you're taking a picture of them and putting them in a magazine while I'm reading it while I'm taking a crap.
Featuring Panama Ted.
Too hot.
Timmy Hall.
I will rub one on my face.
And a collection of profane noises.
Coach?
No, Dom.
I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal.
I want me some glory hole.
I'll keep it in the room. Stop breathing. It used to be a lot longer.
The numbers don't lie.
This is Stupid. This is Man and Bone.
Happy Tuesday. Welcome in. Hello, Bone.
Hello, man.
Hey, Teddy's back today.
Hey.
Hey!
Hey, Teddy.
I'm doing good, Mike.
Teddy.
Not one of them.
No.
Well, how can we? It's
Not one
2
of them.
minutes into the show.
I can already tell.
That's not even 2 minutes. 30
Music's still
seconds.
playing, yeah.
I can already tell.
How can you tell?
Hey, just as long as we provide the morons up in Cleveland with some show prep. I'm excited about it.
Hey, man, somebody's got to help them out. They got nothing to talk about. The Browns suck. They'll never talk about the Cavs or the Guardians or any of their other teams. They don't pay attention to anything else other than the Browns.
Look, the same way that Skip Bayless is happy to help me out, I'm happy to help them out.
Oh, sure. Well, they need it.
Just like that.
They need it.
We have a girthy, jam-packed program today. All the news and notes you need as we go inside the NFL at 3:46. Rapid fire in the 4 o'clock hour. Game show in the 5 o'clock hour. What's the game, Boner?
Well, Mike, for years we have inadvertently played the game show, Is This Person Alive or Dead? So I thought, let's have a planned occurrence of this. So we're going to play, I'm going to give you a name of a celebrity, and we're going to find out if that person's alive or dead.
Dick Van Dyke. Alive.
Alive.
Yes.
I just saw him talking not too long ago.
Yes, he's alive and talking. Good for him. Well, I mean, Jimmy Carter's alive,
Now,
not talking.
I saw, though, he was on a late night show with the dude from Coldplay. Who's the lead singer?
Chris Martin.
Chris Martin, yeah. And Chris Martin was talking about how they shot, I guess, one of their music videos at his, mansion, at Dick Van Dyke's mansion. And, Dick Van Dyke is in his 90s, late 90s.
He's knocking on 100, I think.
Yeah. And I don't know how long ago this interview was, but he was talking about it, and Chris Martin was saying how it was so interesting while they were there. Dick Van Dyke's son came up and said, "Dad, do you care if I turn on the water slide for the pool, like to get, the water going or whatever, so that you could go down the water slide?" And he's like, "Yeah, that's fine, son." And then he's like, "I realize this man is 78 years old." But it's still your dad, and it's his house, and you're saying, "Dad, do you mind if I do this?" And Dick Van Dyke was like, "Yeah, that's fine."
Also, Dad, can you send the nurse in that we both share
Right.
to change my diaper?
At least that interview, I don't know how long ago it was. Dick Van Dyke was also there. He was doing the interview alongside the guy from Coldplay, Chris
Martin.
I just call him Chris.
That's
We're such close friends.
Bengals beat the Cowboys after the ghost of Leon Lett showed up last night. Teddy, your team's officially eliminated now. You can feel good. It's over.
That's fine, yeah. I mean, I really wasn't that worried about whether they won or lost or not. I mean, I'm rooting for them, like I mentioned before, but, I just laughed at the end when they had the gaffe,
but now you don't root for them because rooting for them does nothing for you. This is all about draft position and preferably getting a new head coach, and maybe the old man dies during the offseason. Cross your fingers.
I don't think that's happening.
Alive. I'm just going to tell you,
Jerry Jones?
alive.
No. I want a second opinion.
No, it's sadly the spot you get to be in when you have one of these owners who just cannot stop meddling, and it's his team, and he constantly screws you over. Like, I don't know, man. Are we at a place now where we just presume until he relinquishes control of the team, however that occurs, to put it nicely? Are we just presuming that the Cowboys will never do anything of consequence?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, not to bring up old injuries there, Teddy, but I know you're still getting over the fact that, Des Bryant had that catch that should have been a catch.
It would have been a
Packers
catch
game.
now. Yeah,
Right, would have been a catch now. Exactly. That game where they ruled that one incomplete, and then that cost you that series. You had the one where with Zeke, right, where they lined him up in a playoff game where he was like the only guy. He was the center, essentially. Yeah. And they had the whole offensive line off to the side.
That's kind of like a Hail Mary.
I know, but it still was a stupid play. Like, this is the way you go out. Do you see a scenario where Mike McCarthy's deal's up this year, isn't it?
Yeah.
You see a scenario where maybe he, as much, because we always talk about like, well, Jerry Jones hangs on to coaches too long and he does this stuff and he keeps guys around. Well, Mike McCarthy would be like, you know what? I'm going to help you out. Peace out. Like, you know what? Maybe I just go home. Maybe I go on TV. Maybe I get another job.
I've said this a million times.
Out of here.
I do not understand the mentality of coaches, right? I mean, I can look at it common sense wise and say, Mike McCarthy, you've won the Super Bowl. You've been put through the ringer as the Dallas Cowboy coach. You walk away. You have tens of millions of dollars in your bank account. Go home and sit. I mean, that's what I would do.
Right.
But then again, Bill Belichick's going to go coach North Carolina at 72 years old. I don't know what the hell the mindset of the coach is.
I know, and I get it. You're competitive. You always believe like the next job. That's why I don't blame guys for taking the Cowboys job, because they look at that situation every year and go, all right, this dude ran Jimmy Johnson, Hall of Fame coach, won him, he won 2 Super Bowls. You could argue he won the third one because it was his team, essentially, that Barry Switzer won with. Like, Jerry Jones ran that guy out of town because of his ego. Like, you have to, I'm sure, look at that as a coach and say, maybe this won't work out, because every other coach since then has basically been run out of town or been steamrolled by Jerry Jones to the point that they were ineffective. But then they all eventually go, but I'll be different. Because I'm the guy who can actually do this.
I think there's one guy who could match egos with him and where Jerry Jones would actually back down.
The guy who's wanting to coach the Tar Heels? Is that who you're thinking?
No.
Not Belichick?
No.
Okay. Who is it?
Dion.
Oh.
Prime.
You know what?
I'm just saying, I think he's the guy if he took that job. Now, I'm not saying he'd be successful, but I think he'd be able to do things his way, because he's not going to settle for anything less.
The reality, though, with NFL coaches, I know I'm simplifying this to a degree. Obviously, there are coaches who have a big input on the game plan, depending on who you are, right? Some guys more than others. Some guys are like the lead play caller, Kevin Stefanski, for many years has been that with the Browns. But I wonder, like, with Dion obviously being a guy who can motivate, Dion being a guy who obviously knows ball, and he can coach up a defense and I'm sure get them going. You would think of any area he could do that with, it would be there. I don't think that's the worst idea they've had. And you're right. If Jerry Jones is going to listen to anyone, you would think Deion Sanders, a guy who was so successful for him when he was there, that's not, I don't think that's far-fetched at all.
You think McCarthy, when he gets frustrated, goes to Jerry Jones, says, I'll walk out this damn door right now.
Right.
I'll leave right now.
Oh, yeah.
And then what?
But Dion would actually, I believe he would.
Dion would do that.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Teddy, you want Dion? You want Coach Prime?
Yeah, I'll take Coach Prime. Sure. Why not?
The cool thing about him, too, it's like in Mr. Deeds, you can just whack his foot. He won't feel a thing. Yeah. Take the fireplace poker and just beat the hell out of him.
Yeah. That's a guy that's a warrior. That's a guy who played through a lot. He had a lot of injuries and still fought through them and played.
I think he's got like 2 toes left. Didn't he have them amputated?
Yeah, I believe you're right. No, I look at that. I mean, people knocked him when he went to Colorado, and you can judge harshly the way he chose to build that roster. This was a team that was like within shouting distance of making the college football playoffs in 2 years from being a 1-win football team. Now, the NFL is very different than college, but that is, again, you've got the pieces there. It's about trying to find those smaller parts and getting them to work together. I don't know why I'm trying to fix Dallas Cowboys. I'm just saying, I think Dion could have about as good of a chance as anyone at making it work.
Look, we watched them last night. They're officially eliminated. We talk about them because they're the Cowboys, and the national media shoves them down our throats, so we discuss them too.
But you know what? It's also just, there's no reason why they should be every year. I know they lost their quarterback, but it doesn't matter if they had him. I don't know why. I don't know how it happens every year that they are just this pathetic.
Well, Teddy could have told you in the offseason they didn't do anything.
You're right.
You're counting on the guy who you deemed 2 years ago as too old to be your number 1 running back in Zeke. Right. Well, now he's fine.
Could have had Derrick Henry.
Now he's our number 1 guy.
Could have gotten anybody out there.
Anybody could have had Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Anybody could have had him.
Cowboys are anybody, though. and they chose not to. It doesn't make any sense.
You know what else we learned?
What's that?
Jamar Chase is pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happens. That last play of the game, that last score of the game with a minute left. I mean, how do you let that happen?
But you know what? They're not letting it happen. That's just, it's how good he is.
No, I know that, but
he gets open, he gets in spaces.
Because you know how good he is, you should have 19 million safety valves ready to go to take him down.
But there were 5 guys kind of in the vicinity, and none of them could get to him because he ran a good route. It was a great throw, and then he made a guy miss it, and off he goes. No one could get to him.
Even though he won the game, last night was not fun for Joe Burrow. And we're going to tell you why coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're looking at some slowdown due to an accident that's on Goodale Street at 4th Street. You're also going to run into a delay due to a crash if you need to travel on Roberts Road near Walcott Road. This report is sponsored by eBay. We all got a thing. Yes, even you. If you love fashion, car parts, trading cards, whatever you're into, it's on eBay. So go find the thing that keeps you up at night. eBay, things people love. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Getting cold feet? Call Care Heating and Cooling and we'll fix your furnace fast. Call 1-800-COOLING.
Hey friends, Beamer here, and you know what? I just found out that Daisy Sour Cream, the company that makes the awesome jingles and the sour cream, they just launched French onion and ranch sour cream dips. You know, I love dips, and these new dips from Daisy Sour Cream, they're a total game changer. They taste just as good as if they were homemade, if not better, because you don't have to clean up the mess you made in your kitchen. They're made with Daisy Sour Cream, real herbs, real spices, and the new dips from Daisy are made with ingredients you can find in your own kitchen. Nothing more. How about that? Try them with your favorite chips, veggies, other foods, maybe even your own hands. They're that delicious.
Some things in life are meant for each other, like salt and pepper, bacon and mushrooms, or you and the all-new Wendy's Mushroom Bacon Cheeseburger. Now, you're probably thinking, wait a minute, does bacon go with mushrooms? And the answer is, they do now. So if you want crispy, crunchy, cheesy, juicy, shroomy, and garlic spready, then you and the Mushroom Bacon Cheeseburger are meant to be. For mushroomy, bacony goodness, gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's.
If you're struggling with ED or your performance is down and your belly fat is growing, listen up. You've got one life. Now is the time to act.
At the Columbus Men's Clinic, we're not just healthcare, we're your secret weapon. Don't wait another day. Here's why you need to act right now.
Every moment you delay, your condition could worsen. It's not just about sex, it's about your heart, your relationship, your life.
The Columbus Men's Clinic has over 10 years of proven results for low testosterone and increasing drive, energy level, and performance. We've introduced ED and enhancement treatments so exclusive, you'll wonder why you waited.
Procrastination is the thief of time. When it comes to your sexual health, you can't afford to wait. Join the League of Gentlemen who've walked out of our doors with a swagger.
Call the Columbus Men's Clinic at 614-300-7400 or visit columbusmensclinic.com. Book your $99 male performance consultation now, including blood work. Call 614-300-7400 or visit columbusmensclinic.com. The Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Common Man here. For every 2 windows you buy, you get 2 free, no limit. Plus 0% financing for 60 months. That's 5 years of interest-free payments. Call them today, 614-502-5220.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
Come try Skyline Chili's new mac and cheese 3-way, made with creamy cavatappi pasta in a 3-cheese blend, topped with Skyline chili and their shredded Wisconsin cheddar. The new mac and cheese 3-way at participating Skyline locations for a limited time.
Those other guys' drain cleaning specials seem like a great deal until you realize the only thing really going down your drain is your money. At the Waterworks, we mean clean. Our service doesn't just clear your drains, it cleans them too. Get it done right the first time with the Waterworks.
There's nothing like having Common Man and T-Bone resting on your bosom.
Oh, for someone with no breasts, you've done very well for yourself.
Gross. Pick up the latest T-shirt in the Fan store or pick up merch from a show you actually like. We even have Ohio State and Jacket stuff. Head to 971thefan.com.
Trusted steel power in the palm of your hand. This holiday season, save $30 on the GTA 26 handheld garden pruner. Now just $149.99. Check off a gift from the top of their wish list and make trimming tree limbs a breeze with a lightweight design and 4-inch cutting bar. Visit your local Steel dealer today or shop online at steelusa.com. Was $179.99 MSRP. Includes battery and charger. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
What do your home and auto have in common? They're yours, and Progressive protects them both. Bundle today at progressive.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Hey there, Central Ohio. I'm 10 Weather Impact meteorologist Michael Behrens with your latest forecast. We're looking at temperatures that'll be near 50 this afternoon as scattered showers return to the region. We'll see a brief dry period overnight as temperatures fall into low 30s before snow chances come in as we head into Wednesday. Temperatures will only make mid-30s by the afternoon. Accumulation should be minimal. We'll dry out and clear out Thursday, but high temperatures fall to the 20s with wind chills near to below zero. That's your latest 10 Weather Impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens on 97.1 The Fan.
ESPN Bet is the official sports book of Common Man and T-Bone. On your phone or in person at Hollywood Casino Columbus. The Fan.
Back when I was banging, this show slapped. Whatever the hell that means. You're listening to Common Man and T-Bone.
Common Man and T-Bone brought to you by the Hinder Motor Company. All right, so Bengals beat the Cowboys last night, Monday Night Football. They keep their slim playoff hopes alive. So it was a good game for Joe Burrow through the air. They won the game. However, it was not a good day for Joe Burrow because someone at his residence had to call 911. Now, he was in Dallas, obviously playing this game, but his home apparently was burglarized last night during the game.
Yeah, that's it's a little bit disturbing. This is from WLWT's Karen Johnson down in Cincinnati.
I trust Karen.
An Ohio home belonging to Joe Burrow was burglarized on Monday night while he was, like you said, playing in that game. This is in the Cincinnati area. 911 report audio revealed one woman told dispatch, quote, "Someone is trying to break into the house right now. My daughter is there. This is Joe Burrow's house. She is staying there. He's at the football game. She's wondering what she should do, if she should be hiding or if she can go outside, or if she should go outside."
Don't go outside.
In a separate call, Johnson reports another woman told cops, "Someone broke into my house. It's like completely messed up."
All right.
So
that's scary, man.
Yeah.
She doesn't know what to do. She calls her mom. You don't go outside. The intruder could be out there. Or Joe Mixon's sister. It's pumping you full of lead.
Well,
don't go outside.
Actually, that might be the best home security you could have, is just like get Joe Mixon's sister to be there in your house if it's getting broken into.
That's right.
Now, again, this is just the life that, you and I don't lead, right? We're not NFL quarterbacks. They have photos of his house where it looks like a helicopter or something up in the sky, maybe a drone, took photos of his house, and it does show a bedroom window that is broken in and has already been boarded up. So someone obviously has already taken care of that damage, trying to get that initially, repaired. But
do we know if this girl was a house sitter or?
It doesn't say anything about
romantic.
It doesn't say who the person was.
Okay.
But again, I mean,
she's the girl who comes over to frost his tips.
Sure. His hairdresser. It's such a long, intensive process.
She delivers all the pallets of Sun-In to the house.
Sure.
They're all addressed to Chris Perez's dog.
Can't leave them outside, though, because those will get stolen.
That's
as
right.
we know. Now, I have always thought it would really suck to be a pro athlete, because it wouldn't suck. Most of it's great. But one of the downsides is people know when you're not there. Your schedule is very well published, right? You are playing games publicly on television.
Unlike what we do for a living. You know where we are.
Well, fair enough.
I'm just saying, if my wife wanted to have an affair.
Oh, right.
Hold on, let me turn on the radio. Oh, he's yelling about something. Come on, let's do it.
Right.
I know where he is.
Yeah. Funny enough,
What?
That is a thing that's happened in Central Ohio.
Oh,
more on that later.
No, not more on that later.
More on that never. But yeah.
Oh, give me a few soda pops at the casino on Friday. Perhaps I'll tell that story.
I wonder too, because remember we had that story about it was Mike Conley among others, and I believe Travis Kelce was involved. Pat Mahomes had, I think, been burglarized. Like a bunch of
it was during
NBA and NFL players their houses had been broken into, and they were looking into it across multiple states in Milwaukee and in Kansas City, that there were break-ins to, athletes' houses, and they were wondering if these were connected in some way, and they think there might be some connection there. They've said nothing about this being connected to that, but it's a high-profile player who's on Monday Night Football, and his house gets broken into.
All right, Heisman finalists. Dylan Gabriel, Oregon. Travis Hunter, Colorado. Ashton Genty, Boise State. Cam Ward, Miami. Those are your Heisman finalists. I have told you who I think is the best player in college football really since week 1, and that is Travis Hunter. I mean, the dude does it all. And he's the best at it. Not just, he's doing it. He's awesome at it.
Yeah, I mean, I tend to agree that he is one of the best corners and one of the best wide receivers in the country. But if you look at all the people who do the metrics and they do all the numbers and they grade these guys, they also come out with him being like top 5 in both. So I think maybe best in one, either, I can't remember if it's corner or wide receiver, but like he's got numbers that back all of this up. It's not just, oh, wow, look how many plays he's involved in, but he's getting torched left and right. No, he's one of the best cover corners in college football, and he is one of the best wide receivers in college football. So I'm with you that, like, Ashton Genty is having a phenomenal year. It sucks for him that he's having this year in the same year, as Travis Hunter, but that's where you are. That's what's happening. So unfortunately for him, that probably means he's not winning the Heisman.
All right, here's my question to you and Teddy. Now, we can talk about who's the best player in college football, but the needs of the Ohio State football program may not require this person. If you could take any one of those guys and plop him on this football team, which one would you take? Would you take Travis Hunter?
All right, you have wide receivers.
Yes.
That's not an issue. The defense has played better. We can all agree that, like, Igbenogson has had his moments, where he's not been great, but he's also made some good plays. Yeah, you could upgrade the secondary, I would say, pretty significantly with him. But
all of these guys would be an upgrade, maybe with the exception of Ashton Genty. I mean, you got some pretty good running backs on this team.
But you know what? He's better than both of them. I think that's fair. I just don't know what it would be like for him to run behind this offensive line.
There you go. That's the problem.
Now, he is one of the best backs, like, in the history of college football when it comes to running after contact. Like, most of his yards come after contact. He is a freak. So, yeah, he would improve you. I don't know. I would definitely take Dylan Gabriel, though, over any of the quarterbacks we've had here the last 2 years.
You take him over Cam Ward?
Yeah, I think I would.
Teddy?
I think I would take Dylan Gabriel over Cam Ward.
Yeah, I mean, as you mentioned, like Travis Hunter, I think he's the best player on this list, and obviously
I do too,
enhance this team.
Does he help us win a championship?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe Dylan Gabriel, I think. Maybe I'm leaning towards him. I just seen what he's done this year.
Could Dylan Gabriel beat Michigan with a concussion? Because I think that's what we'd have to find out.
With a concussion? No, yeah, I don't think he can.
I don't think he could either.
No.
I think it's unfair. Maybe it's hard to judge, given that we're playing guys with concussions when we probably shouldn't be.
We need
we don't know that he had a concussion.
You're right. Empirically, I don't have data. I don't have any doctors saying that. I watched that game. That if that's him playing at his best, then what are we doing? That can't be him at his best. Can it be?
I don't know. Let's ask Adam King. He's the mouthpiece for.
Is he?
Yeah.
Well, he's the mouth bleeder. He's got that going.
Bleeding from the mouth.
That was yesterday. If you missed that on the Buckeye Show with Timmy Hall, they talked about it. They had him on, and he discussed what happened. You can go listen to it. Find the Buckeye Show wherever you get podcasts.
If you want to hear a local news person, sports television personality, talk about bleeding from the mouth on live television, we got it for you.
Yeah.
Georgia quarterback Carson Beck has an elbow.
Well, he has 2 of them, presumably.
Well, he's got a bad one.
I see.
He's got a bad elbow, had to leave the game in the SEC championship game against Texas. Now he has several weeks to get ready because they have the bye. They'll face the winner of Notre Dame and SMU.
Yeah, obviously,
No, not Notre Dame, SMU.
Notre
Dame, Indiana.
Yes, that's correct. Sorry.
So what are you sorry for?
I'm sorry I misheard you. I was already thinking of the next thing. What I was going to ask is, we don't know what is actually, if it's his UCL. I don't know if he needs Tommy John.
We don't deserve to know. This is what I've discovered. Over the years, we can professionalize college sports. We can pay these guys. We can pay coaches $10 million, all of it. But we are not, as fans, entitled to know what type of injury a person has, or even, if you don't want to talk about exactly what's wrong with them, a length of recovery. We can't talk about any of that.
No. But I also think, who was the guy, Gunnar something or other, that came in for them? Stockton?
Gunnar Stockton.
Was that right? Wow. I completely pulled that.
Stockton.
I couldn't remember if that was right or not. That's great. Good job, me. All I'm saying is, if he went out there in the second half and played reasonably well against a pretty good Texas defense of that SEC title game. So, yeah, I don't think that he's a terrible option there if that's what they have to do, because I don't think Carson Beck, especially late in the season, was really tearing it up personally. But, yeah, if he's like less than 90%, I think maybe you run him out there for a few plays here and there, give him a chance to show what he can do. But, yeah, I don't know how that thing, if it's truly something as severe as it looked. He almost got his arm ripped off, it looked like, the end of that first half. I would be shocked if he can come out and be effective. But, if he's not 90% or better, then I wouldn't risk it with him. I would go with the backup.
Jackets hosting the Flyers tonight. Coverage starts 6:30. A very special guest will be in the house tonight, kids, and that is legendary television voice of the Blue Jackets, Jeff Rimmer.
Oh.
And I have not heard this for certain, but I would find it hard to believe that he would not make his way onto the broadcast and the broadcast in some capacity. I can tell you, because he's told me many times, that he will be here tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Live in studio, perhaps for the entire show. He actually wanted to come in today, and I said, no, Rims. We'll build anticipation. For tomorrow.
Right.
This is foreplay for tomorrow. Then you can come in and do the boom boom.
I don't ever want to hear you say the words foreplay and boom boom in relation to Jeff Rimmer ever again.
Hey.
Just saying. I don't really need to hear that.
He's a legendary lover.
Oh, all right.
Of hockey.
There you go.
My favorite quarterback is on pace to break some records. We're back in 2 minutes. Time me. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're looking at some slower traffic on westbound 670 between 71 and Neal Avenue. And watch out for an accident that's blocking the left lane on southbound 71 on the north side after Spring Street. Police are on scene, adding to that backup. This report is sponsored by eBay. We all got a thing. Yes, even you. If you love fashion, car parts, trading cards, whatever you're into, it's on eBay. So go find the thing that keeps you up at night. eBay. Things people love. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Dormar, your pilot hero.
Dormar can be there today, guaranteed. Visit them at dormarhvac.com.
If your garage door is so old that somehow it was there before your house was, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For 30 years, transforming the look of people's homes with beautiful Clopay doors. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
The holiday season should remind us that faith and family are the most important things in life. I'm Rick Julius, a partner at Cordell & Cordell. We hope that you succeed in coming together this holiday season with those you love, and in the process, create wonderful generational memories. Holidays have this magical power to magnify small things into ever greater memories over time. Happy holidays.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Columbus area attorneys. 10 West Broad Street, Suite 1550, Columbus, Ohio, 43215. CordellCordell.com.
At Meijer, we believe the holidays should be a special time. A time when families and friends can gather for the simple purpose of enjoying each other's company. From the gifts and decorations which make the moment, to the fresh ingredients that make the meal. Count on Meijer to bring the magic of the season to life with just one stop. We're always working harder to make the holidays a good deal better. Meijer. Bring more good to the holidays.
This holiday season, save time and make memories. Diamond Seller is your one-stop shop for luxury gifts, from diamonds to watches and the finest jewelry in the world. Gift our iconic blue box and enjoy our guaranteed best prices. Visit Diamond Seller on Salmo Road or at Easton Town Center.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Best known for their contributions to the fast food breakfast world. This is Man and Bone.
Please subscribe to the stupid podcast of this show. It's available wherever you get your stupid podcasts. Just search Common Man and T-Bone. Click subscribe. Every single show comes right to your device free of charge. The podcast is brought to you by our friends, Care Heating and Cooling. July 20th, buddy.
Yeah, I know.
You know what's happening? No, don't say, yeah, I know.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Say it like you should say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
Creed has extended their tour. It's been such a smashing success.
Yeah.
They said we're going to add some more dates next spring and summer. So, July 20th at The Shot. I think we have to broadcast the show.
I'm with you. I think we should be pre-gaming there. We should be ready to go. Maybe even, who knows, maybe we even get Scott Stapp on.
I'll take him.
I could ask him.
I'll take Tremonti.
Oh, yeah. Mark Tremonti, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Guitar player. I mean,
does it all?
Plays everything. Yeah.
He's a Sinatra crooner, too, in his spare time.
Right. Yeah. That'd be awesome. Maybe I could ask Scott Stapp about the time that I worked at the Christian radio station. We almost added one of his songs, and then he got pulled off a plane for being too drunk. And we decided, you know what, never mind.
He had some personal problems.
I know
he had some mental issues. He hopefully has worked those out.
That's right.
Remember, he left?
Oh,
his family, he disappeared. He was on the run, and he was calling 911 from various locations saying, the people are chasing me. They're onto me. I know.
Yeah. But you know what? Hey, he seems to be in a better place now, and that's all you can ask for. That's good.
Do you think we'll have them sing the Marlins song?
I was going to ask you. I think that, which one do you think is the touch of your subject? The Marlins song or that whole episode we just discussed?
Why do you assume he's not proud of the Marlins song?
You know what? You're right.
He's a fan of the Marlins.
That's right.
They were making a playoff run.
I was just wondering if maybe he's just disappointed in the team in general, just not being very good.
Well, maybe that's true, but he probably had fond memories of this team.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we can listen to it.
Oh, yes.
A great moment. Sports music.
This isn't copyrighted, is it?
Who cares?
Longer intro than I thought.
Let's play ball, it's game day. We want strikeouts, base hits, double plays. Take the field, hear the roar on the crowd. Come on, Marlins, make us proud. Come on, Marlins, make us proud. Keep hoping and dreaming.
All right, I'm not gonna play the whole thing.
Why not?
Because we got shows to do. Here's what I'll say. You know, I get hung up on syllables. Very easy to replace one syllable, one word with another word if the syllables line up. Marlins and Buckeyes would work very well in there together.
Yeah.
Just take Marlins out, put Buckeyes in. And as you're getting ready for Tennessee, you pump that in there. And instead of like the baseball bat,
yes,
you know,
at the crack of the bat,
you have the sound of like heads smashing each other.
Yeah, you get the like that thing that sounds like people vomiting and hitting helmets together. Every time, if you ever hear an NFL promo on this station, it'll be like, tonight, you've got the Bengals and the Cowboys. And it's like, that's like all I ever hear is that, and then the like crunching of shoulder pads. That's what the sound effect is. By the way, if they play that Marlins Soar or whatever that song is called about the Marlins, if they play that song live when they're here on tour, I think we should work it out with their management. You know how they have, you ever watch like the orchestras that play that sleigh ride song? Like high schools do this, junior highs do it, but then also like orchestras do this, where they have a guy where they have the giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. And they do the big, but they have the big clapper, the big like two wooden boards where they clap them together to make that noise. I think we should have those and be on stage. And right when they play that part, we do the clapping with the baseball bat. That's what I think we should be doing.
Who was it that adopted Creed? Some team adopted Creed as their anthem.
I feel like...
Was it Jimmy Butler?
I feel like Jimmy Butler in the Heat had a moment with it. I know Jimmy Butler was a fan.
Yeah, didn't the Rangers do that? Texas Rangers?
That's right, Texas Rangers. Yes. They won the World Series.
But you're right. Yeah, Jimmy Butler had something as well where he
Jimmy Butler had like an emo phase he went through too, which was pretty awesome.
Yeah, he's done a few.
Yeah, he's He likes a lot of different music. Let him live. Probably similar Spotify to me, just all over the place. Lots of different things.
All right, Caleb Williams, he is the Bears quarterback. Remember before the season, I'm reading articles from Chicago, from these stupid idiot Bears fans, and I am one of them.
Right, you were excited about this guy.
Well, I'm just saying they've put their hand on the stove for years and years, and they've burned themselves, but this time they got themselves a quarterback, and it can't miss.
Absolutely.
And he's a rookie. He's done nothing, but it's just a matter of time before Caleb Williams breaks the all-time Bears single-season passing number.
Mm-hmm.
The Bears are the only team in the NFL never to have a quarterback throw for over 4,000 yards, which is not even a big number.
Still blows my mind that that's not happened.
And it was thought that Caleb Williams will do it this year. No problem. He's at 2,700 yards right now. 2,700 yards. But
good night.
He is on pace to break a new record. Through 13 games, he's been sacked 56 times. 15 more than any other quarterback this season, and he's lost 377 yards on those sacks, 50 more than any other quarterback this season, and that's bad. With 4 games to go, he's on pace to take 73 sacks and lose 493 yards on sacks this season. Both of them would threaten NFL records. David Carr for the Texans was sacked 76 times. Now, that was a 16-game schedule, though.
Right.
That was
extra
bad.
So that was, that's right. That was very bad.
The NFL record for yards lost on sacks is 489, set by Randall Cunningham in 1986.
Yeah, but at least in Randall Cunningham's defense, I don't know how that year went, but he did have his ability to occasionally get you some yards with his feet, too, which, I mean, I don't know. I don't think you can offset 500 negative rushing yards.
Well,
that's just bad.
This past weekend, he had a fantastic performance against the 49ers, where the Bears offense managed 4 yards in the first half. He was sacked 7 times.
Well, in his defense, the fact that he's thrown for 2,700 yards, where like half the time he's been on his back, that's actually fairly impressive. It's not 4,000 yards. Won't set you that. It won't give the Bears passing record to him, but he should get credit for at least completing any passing yards, given how much he has been hit this year.
This is what I get. This is what I get for having a twinge of optimism.
I know you had just the slightest bit. You got yourself a little bit happy. You almost went full Brandon Beam.
Stop it.
No,
now.
I said almost. You didn't go all the way. Beamer's always, every year he talks himself into it. He gets himself hyped up, and then he just crashes right. It's like watching Charlie Brown and Lucy. Was that Lucy who pulled the football every time? Yeah, Lucy. That's what Beam's like. You were like, you know what? I'm going to kick that football. Yeah. I've always made fun of the people who kick the football, but this year, and then you swung and you missed and you fell. But you weren't like, you're not going to get up next year and go kick the football again. Mad.
I hate myself even more. That's hard to do. Buckeyes getting ready for Tennessee. Secondary market tickets are reaching $5,000 each. Tickets go on sale to the general public on Thursday. So, look, this is what I thought. I mean, you got a night game in the shoe, playoff game against Tennessee. I never thought this would be a situation where it's like, who's going to want to go? Lots of people. Just because I don't want to leave my house doesn't mean other people don't want to. I'm telling you.
Oh, no, I don't think they're, are you talking about because we had the poll question yesterday that was asking that?
It was last week.
Or whatever, yeah. Well, again, I think there are a lot of people, rightfully so, who are frustrated about the fact that this football team has lost 4 games in a row to Michigan. And
no, we can't talk about that.
No, we can.
No,
and we will. And we will
it's
continue to.
Just enjoy the game. Enjoy the playoff experience. Enjoy the game. Have no expectations. That's what I've been told. It doesn't matter that we pay $12 million in NIL money. It doesn't matter
more than that.
That coaches get tens of millions of that. The sport has changed, but our ideals should not. Our ideals should be go, have a good time, look at the band, and that's it. That's what we should expect.
Does it? For those people who say that, can I ask you a question? Does it matter to you that if we hadn't just gotten an expansion of the playoffs from 4, like they tripled the size of the playoffs? You understand that? It went from 4 to 12. This year is the first time that's happened. Had they not done that, you are looking at a team that would have zero chance at winning a national championship 2 years in a row, lost to Michigan 4 years in a row. Everyone knows those expectations exist, regardless of what the playoff structure is. Ryan Day didn't get the job done. When they go out, please, I just want people to make a promise to me. Those of you who like to move the goalposts, be clear on what your expectations are for Ryan Day. If you're saying there's nothing he could do. He could lose by 50 to Tennessee and I wouldn't want him fired. Well, then fine. That's you over there. But the rest of us who live in like common sense land, what is the thing he would have to do to keep his job and say, yes, I feel confident for him going forward?
They're going to move the goalposts. That's what they do.
And the people who would say, no, that's not good enough. He needs to be fired. For me, minimum with this roster, I don't care what you did with it this year. The roster still exists. You have all this time to coach him up. You have to get to the championship game for me to even have an inkling of confidence that maybe Ryan Day will figure it out eventually.
All the news and notes you need as we go inside the NFL coming up next. Colin Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're going to hit some stop-and-go traffic that's causing a 10-minute delay on westbound 670 between 33 and I-70. And we've got a couple minutes slowdown on westbound 70 downtown between the 71 east and west split. This report is sponsored by Dell Technologies. It's your last chance to snag Dell Technologies' lowest prices of the year before the holidays. Save on select PCs that accelerate AI with their Intel Core Ultra processors. Shop now at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. Get a holiday loan and choose loan amounts from $1,000 to $5,000. Visit BMIFCU.org/holiday loan for details.
Men, it's the holidays, the season of all kinds of hustle and bustle. But if your energy is down, if you aren't sleeping well, if your sex drive is MIA, and you just don't feel like the guy you once were, maybe it's tough to get excited for all the holiday cheer. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if this sounds like you may have low testosterone. And if so, this is the season for you to get treated. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're experts in treating low T. If you're like most guys, you'll feel the change in just a few weeks. And truly, the results can be life-changing. You'll have improved mental clarity, your energy will kick up, your workouts will be better, your sleep patterns will improve, and your sex drive will likely heat up as well. So call us and don't go through another season with low T. Your initial visit is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if you start on testosterone the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654. That's 800-900-9654 or go to TriStateMen'sHealth.com. That's TriStateMen'sHealth.com.
Common Man here for Care Heating and Cooling. There's a lot of HVAC companies out there. I trust Care with my business, and I know you'll be satisfied customers. I am the most miserable person on earth, so if I'm satisfied, you know they must be doing something right. But don't take my word for it. Care has been named the 2024 winner of the Better Business Bureau Torch Award for Ethics. That's a polite way of saying they provide you with excellent product and service, and most importantly, they never screw you over. Here's another example. Lennox. They sell tons of product all over the country. They've awarded Care their Lennox 2024 Partner of the Year Award. Just bragging at this point. I suggested a new tagline for Care Heating and Cooling. Here it is. Obnoxiously efficient. They didn't like it, but I stand by it. Don't wait for your furnace to crap out this winter. Get on their Care plan and get your unit checked before the pipes freeze. And it costs you thousands of dollars, and your wife swears at you. That certainly never happened to me. Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING or book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com when you need a company you can trust.
If you've been too busy to sign up for your health insurance plan, it's understandable. It's also why there's Health Markets. At healthmarkets.com, you can see the plans available to you and even speak to a licensed insurance agent. Just dial pound 250 and say Health Markets. They'll answer your questions, and when you're ready, even help you apply. Just dial pound 250 and say Health Markets. Getting your new health insurance plan could be easier than you think. Health Markets Insurance Agency, Inc. is licensed as an insurance agency nationwide except in Massachusetts.
What's better than giving a gift everyone wants? Getting free gas and groceries by earning perks on gift cards purchased at Giant Eagle, Market District, and GetGo. Choose from hundreds of gift cards to make everyone merry this holiday season, from the biggest retailers and best brands, all while earning you free gas and groceries. Stop in our stores for bonus perk offers on gift cards. Give the gift everyone wants, and get a little something for yourself, too. The holidays are magical at Giant Eagle, Market District, and GetGo.
Remember how that little girl in Poltergeist was in the TV?
They're here.
Yeah? Well, she's actually dead now. It's quite sad. Anyway, watch your favorite fan shows on your TV by subscribing to us on YouTube. Search 971 The Fan. Do it now.
Welcome to Nada Yada Island.
We're back on the Nada Yada Island Confessions Show. Benny is about to tell us how he found 2 loves. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks to Metro, I found iPhone 12 and Apple Watch SE.
At Metro, get the perfect match of both iPhone 12 with 5G and Apple Watch SE for only $99.99. You heard that right. Both for just $99.99. Holidays with Nada Yada Yada. Only at Metro by T-Mobile.
Bring your number and ID, sign up for Metro Flex Plus, and add a watch line. Not available if you're with T-Mobile or been with Metro in the past 180 days. Limit 2 per account.
Would you believe that giraffes are 30 times more likely to get hit by lightning than people? Or that a single cloud can weigh 550 tons or more? Sounds fake, right? How about an insurance company that actually treats you right? Sounds unbelievable, but it's true. NJM Insurance is proud to put policyholders first. And they don't use jingles or mascots either. Don't believe me? Well, guess what? Everything in this commercial is true and approved by the legal department. No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. Visit njm.com for a quote.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Ohio Heating and Bryant. Doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Yes, we tried unplugging and then plugging them back in. It didn't help. This is Man and Bone.
Tonight, Jackets, Flyers over at Nationwide. 6:30 coverage, puck drop 7 o'clock. Catch all the action right here on The Fan. And it's the first time post-retirement that Jeff Rimmer will be in the building. Now listen to me. I have no inside information, but there is a greater than 0% chance that Rimmer punches Steve Mears in the face.
It's not going
and
to
attempts
happen.
to take over the broadcast. I'm the captain now.
No, that won't happen. He likes Mearsy.
No, I understand that, but, when that ego gets a hold of him, he gets those flashbacks, being back up in that booth. That's my cough button.
Maybe he even is like, what are you doing to me, Pete Rose? And then he just starts trying to fight like fictional Pete Rose, who's no longer even there.
Well, he didn't fight Pete Rose. He just dove on the floor.
And Pete Rose beat the hell out of him or tried to? Yeah.
Well, no, then he waited for the rest of the Montreal Expos to come and save him.
Did they?
Yes, they did, but that's a pretty tough bet.
Yeah, because they might have been like, let's just let him do it.
Like if somebody here wanted to fight me, I would dive on the ground. But then I would also expect some of you to come to my aid. But that probably would not happen.
No, I would jump in to help you.
No way.
Yeah, I would. Teddy would.
I'd help, yeah.
Yeah, of course. You'd have us.
Yeah.
Teddy's packing.
I am packing.
Timmy would take a bullet for you. He's not here today, but Timmy would absolutely. He'd be the
jump
guy
right
in there.
That's fighting me.
Yeah, that's true.
Inside the NFL.
Common Man and T-Bone's Inside the NFL.
Sponsored by Atlas Butler Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Bone.
Well, man, bad news for Cowboys linebacker DeMarvion Overshown, who had a bad knee injury yesterday. Now the sources are saying that he didn't just tear one thing in his knee. He tore his ACL. He tore his MCL. He tore his PCL. It's like LeBron naming off how many championships he's going to win, how many ligaments this guy tore. But that's all in his right knee. He's scheduled to have surgery this week to try to fix that. This is according to ESPN sources. This is, of course, going to take a significant amount of time to recover from. And you can see the heartbreak on his face as he was walking off the field. Multiple players after the game, too, seem pretty down about this. And part of it is because he's already just done that. He came back from his other knee, which he had to rehab. And I cannot imagine what that feels like, knowing you came all the way back from that to play professional football, and then you have another significant knee injury. He must have had some inclination or indication, knowing that it wasn't just going to be a simple tear. There's a lot going on there. So I feel for him, but yeah, he is out for the rest of the year, it appears, and that shouldn't surprise anybody if you saw that play. Meanwhile, don't worry about A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts, according to Nick Sirianni, Eagles head coach. If you're not familiar with this, A.J. Brown, wide receiver for the Eagles, was critical, it seemed like, in post-game comments about Jalen Hurts in the passing game. He was asked about what they could do to improve the offensive effectiveness, where they ended up winning against the Panthers, but it was close. And he said passing is basically what he said could be improved on. Then they asked him, did you and Jalen Hurts talk much during the game? He said, there's not too much conversation. Then after that, defensive end Brandon Graham was asked about this on a radio appearance last night. And he said, yeah, those two guys need to figure it out. And the guy who's making those comments needs to be more accountable. Talking about A.J. Brown. This is a guy who's on your team saying, yeah, those two don't have the same relationship anymore. They don't talk as much as they used to. Nick Sirianni came out today and said, oh, hey, there's nothing to see here. When asked about if this is something that was a negative, or if their relationship is in question, Sirianni told 94 WIP in Philadelphia, quote, "I didn't take it that way. You can do anything and spin it anyway. I took it as we want to get better as a passing attack. AJ's part of the passing attack, and so we all want to be better at it." So he claims they're fine. We shall see. A little drama there in Philly never hurt anybody. Steelers, meanwhile, they are likely to be without George Pickens when they take on the Philadelphia Eagles this upcoming weekend. That would be
he got a hammy?
Yeah. Second week in a row he would be missing. Mike Tomlin said Tuesday there's an outside chance he will play, but said the MRI that they looked at on Sunday was a little bit more significant than what it had been previously on this hamstring injury. So it's a grade 2 hamstring strain, according to sources.
Grade 2.
Yeah, you know what
you
that
don't want
means.
one of those.
No. Grade 1, I mean, that's
Fine.
everybody has that. Grade 3?
I got a grade 1 right now.
Grade 2? Bad. Grade 3, just quit football. Don't even play.
Take your leg off.
Yeah.
Grade 4.
The Browns have waived wide receiver Kadarius Toney after, he had a little bit of a rough game against the Steelers where he was signed from the practice squad. They had him on there. He got flagged 15 yards for taunting after catching a punt in the fourth quarter when they were down 27-7. That's the perfect time to let your opponent know that you've got their number.
He caught the punt.
Yeah, that's a big deal, right? You are a professional football player. Catching a punt is to be celebrated, especially when you consider later in the game he then didn't catch a punt. He muffed a punt. Steelers recovered that. That was error number 2 for him. That'll be enough. That's fine. Thank you. Good day. And also, the Panthers could be doing something that they have not done since 2022. Now, this shows you how bad they've been. But for the first time since Week 15 of the 2022 season, the Carolina Panthers, as it stands right now, going into next weekend's game against Teddy, the Dallas Cowboys, they are a 2-point favorite heading into that game. Now, it's early. Got a lot of time for that line to move, but 2 points, usually you don't see it move that much.
They have not been favorited in any game against any team
since Week 15 of 2022. So that is the rest of that season, all of last year, and all of this year up until this weekend,
and Teddy,
possibly.
They're favored against the Cowboys. Look at you.
I mean, they've been playing better recently, and you look at the Cowboys, they're just, there.
I mean, they've been playing better.
Better for them.
They were awful. I think they also are sort of aided by teams are sleeping when they come in.
Yeah. This is fair.
You can't tell me the Eagles got up for that game. They didn't get up for that. Now, it almost bit them in the ass.
The Chiefs, too.
No.
Well, Chiefs play every game like that.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, but also the argument could be made, and I think this is pretty fair, that it feels like 75% of the teams in the league are pretty much their ceiling is to be like a 500 team, right? There are a few really, really great teams and a few really, really awful teams. The Panthers probably shouldn't have been as awful as they looked to start the season. Maybe they're averaging out to being somewhere like a 5 or 6 win team by the time it's all said and done. But does that mean they're good? No. It means they're woefully below average to average. That's basically where they are right now. That is not a good football team. Even if they win this game, it doesn't make them a good football team.
Bone, a former Buckeye, is on the market. I saw that Kerry Combs got the axe today.
Oh.
He was special teams coach down at Cincinnati for the Bearcats. Well, I had forgotten he was there, but he's there.
That's where he went after he left here, correct?
Did he go right there? Or did he go to the Bengals and do something?
Oh, you might be right. Might have gone to the Bengals for a hot minute. That's a good call.
And then Fickle brought him in.
I feel like you're right.
Down there.
Mm-hmm. And then he didn't past that.
Right. I could be messing all this up.
I know Kerry Combs is from Cincinnati, right?
That's right.
We do know that.
Longtime high school coach in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Kerry Combs, available. I don't want him, but he's available.
No. You know what I would like is to have, this is just me spitballing here.
Special teams couldn't be worse. Let's get him. I don't want him as my defensive coordinator, but.
Listen, does he know any kickers? I don't know why for 2 years plus 3 years. When did Noah Ruggles miss that kick? That was 2 years. That was two off seasons ago.
Enjoy the game.
Why have we had 3 years where we don't have a kicker?
What are you doing?
I'm just saying.
Enjoy the game.
If you're going to do like a Jim Tressel impersonation with your offense, at least get a kicker. Get guys who can field punts.
Look,
what are we doing?
I'm always told that the good old days are the best, right? So I want you to sit down, and I want you to remember the good old days where you would watch the Buckeyes on 10 TV when they were on Raycom Sports. That's what I want you to do.
That's good.
With like Danny White on color. That's what I want you to do.
Like Tom Hamilton used to do some play-by-play for
He would do that
back in the day.
occasionally.
Yeah.
Annie, former BNS employee.
Absolutely right. Yeah, we have literature with his face all over it. Big time employee here.
We have literature.
Yeah, like, little things you'd pass out to people like, hey, check us out. We're the fan. And they have his face on it.
That made it sound like we're in a cult. And it's like, would you like to read up about Tom Hamilton?
Someday I'll explain how marketing works.
I understand.
It's like a cult. It is a little bit like a cult.
I got it.
Yeah.
You know what's next?
What's that?
Fat Boy Food Tap.
Oh, yeah.
I got some good ones for you today. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Stop-and-go traffic is causing a 5-minute delay on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and 11th Avenue. And you're going to hit another 5-minute slowdown on westbound 70 on the west side between West Broad Street and Hague Avenue. This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Only at Lowe's, MVP Pro Rewards and members can get a volume discount on eligible orders as low as $1,500. Discount on eligible product only and reflected in quote. Restrictions apply. See Pro Desk for details. MVP Pro Rewards program subject to terms. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Whiskey War by High Bank Distillery. Drink local. Drink High Bank.
Your bathroom's got to go, the vanity's decayed, and toilet's really old. The bathtub's giving way. Give Baths R Us a ring. Call morning, noon, or night. You do not have to wait for spring to get your bathroom right. Baths R Us, your dream bath's on the way. Oh, you'll love to design the bath of your dreams today. Happy holidays from Baths R Us.
Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate or go to bathsrus.com.
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection, one that helps better their everyday through the things they value most: friends and family, education and career. A connection that opens pathways to opportunity and builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything is possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
Billiards Plus has the area's best selection of pool tables, shuffleboard tables, poker tables, and more. Select tables are still in stock, so hurry before they run out. Find stocking stuffers galore with darts, cues, and more game room goodies. Shop Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
Some things in life are meant for each other, like salt and pepper, bacon and mushrooms, or you and the all-new Wendy's Mushroom Bacon Cheeseburger. Now, you're probably thinking, wait a minute, does bacon go with mushrooms? And the answer is, they do now. So if you want crispy, crunchy, cheesy, juicy, shroomy, and garlic spready, then you and the Mushroom Bacon Cheeseburger are meant to be. For mushroomy, bacony goodness, gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's.
Enjoy huge savings, thoughtful gifts, stocking stuffers, and everything you need for a memorable holiday at Meijer. Keep your family toasty and warm with Falls Creek outerwear at 50% off. Give the gift of Squish with Squishmallows. Assorted 14-inch varieties now 40% off. Inspire creativity and fun with favorite brands like Crayola and Play-Doh, 20% off. Great gifts and exclusive holiday savings make the season a good deal better. Shop in-store or on the Meijer app and get the same low prices. Exclusions apply. Go to Meijer.com for details.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. The holidays are here, and let's face it, it's easy to put on a few extra pounds between the parties, the food, and the stress. But this year, do something different and try semaglutide from Affinity Whole Health. Semaglutide is a game changer for weight loss. It'll help curb cravings and keep your energy up so you can tackle the holidays with ease. If you're thinking about TRT or already on it, they work together for amazing results. Get started at feelgreatcolumbus.com. That's feelgreatcolumbus.com.
Common Man and T-Bone here for the ESPN Bet Sportsbook inside Hollywood Casino Columbus. Bone, it's our favorite place to be.
Love it. There's tons of great action, 12,000 square feet of betting and fun and food and drinks.
And we're going to be broadcasting live Friday, December 13th. The first 50 people in attendance will receive a Common Man and T-Bone Christmas shirt.
Ooh.
I didn't get one.
Me either. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Come see us on the 13th. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, Jackets fans, we know what's on your holiday wish list. Ask your Secret Santa for a Blue Jackets holiday gift pack. You'll score 2 tickets plus a Blue Jackets helmet shirt, all for just $99. Learn more at bluejackets.com/holiday.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm Paul Keels. After finishing their road trip with a win in Winnipeg Sunday, the Blue Jackets try and make it 2 in a row when they host Philadelphia tonight. 7 o'clock face-off right here on The Fan. Ohio State women's basketball team ranked 11th at home tonight with Ball State at the Value City Arena. 6 p.m. tip-off, and you can hear that game on ESPN Columbus. Ranked teams in action tonight. Number 1, Tennessee hosts Miami. Number 4, Duke at home with Incarnate Word. 14th ranked Michigan at Arkansas. And Illinois hosts number 20, Wisconsin. Dallas Cowboys linebacker DeMarvarian Overshawn, who was injured in last night's game against the Cincinnati Bengals, will have surgery for his right knee injury. He tore 3 ligaments in that game. This update brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss, an approved expense for both HSA and FSA accounts. Reserve your consultation for December, and you decide the start date. Awaken180weightloss.com. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Desmond Howard death wishes since 2012. This is Man and Bone.
Not out loud.
No?
No.
Okay.
Not on the air.
No?
No.
Okay.
Hey, Michigan junior defensive tackle Mason Graham has declared for the NFL draft. He's hired agents Drew Rosenhaus and Ryan Metha to represent him.
I thought you were gonna say, and he's also hired the footage from the game against Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
That is just the other agent he has, where it's like, go to the combine, you say, I'd like you to watch what Ryan Day decided to do against me and see how that went for him.
He's 6'3", 320, Outland Trophy finalist this year, 2-time All-Big Ten selection. He was second team All-American pick in 2023. He is the 5th-ranked prospect overall on Mel Kiper's big board. So
yeah,
he's
very
expected to go in the top 10, and he will.
We sadly got a great look at that during the...
Let's just run right at him.
Yeah.
Run right at. They're going to be expecting us to avoid him.
You know, Mike, it really isn't fair that Michigan was so bad this year. I like that Ryan Day said, I've put plenty of Buckeyes into the NFL. Why don't I make sure this Michigan guy gets a top 10 pick? You know, Michigan needs some good news. They were 6-5 coming into that game. He gave them a win and a guarantee that one of their guys is going to be a top 10 pick. That's, you know what?
Does Michigan need good news?
No, they did. Ryan Day, I feel like, was just...
They won the national championship last year.
No. They needed good news because now Jim Harbaugh's gone and Sharon Moore's here, and they were bad this year. So the good news is Ryan Day showed them all. He's reinvigorating the rivalry, Mike. Remember? We kept hearing about how bad it was that Tress and Urban just destroyed the rivalry and they beat them all the time.
First of all, they didn't do anything. This is the new line that I've heard from some Buckeye fans. They didn't do anything. Tress and Urban, hell with them.
Yeah.
Even though they both won us a national championship, and Ryan Day has yet to even get the team to Indy.
Yeah, right.
In the last couple of years. When was the last time they went to Indy for the championship?
I don't have. Maybe 2019. Did they go? Did they? Yeah. Okay. And they won that year, right?
Sure.
Yes. Okay.
5 years ago. Congratulations. Okay. But I've been told that Tress and Urban didn't do anything. It was just that Michigan was so bad.
Oh, that's right.
You know, they were lucky. They were lucky to take advantage of bad rosters.
Yeah, and Ryan Day has been running into like national championship caliber rosters, like this year when he lost to the 6-5 team. I'm sorry, they're 7-5 now.
Well, that was only because we put an ungodly amount of pressure on him. That's not fair.
You
look, stop it. We're done.
No,
we're done. We got to talk about food.
All right, it's fine.
Family Food Tap.
Common Man and T-Bone have very little value unless they're telling you about all the crap they can shove in your mouth so you can die quicker. It's time for Fat Boy Food Tip. Wait, how do you want me to say it? Tip. This is dumb. I quit.
Bone, I have long said that one of the most underrated fast food items of all time is the French dip from Arby's. It is a simple roast beef hoagie, and you dip it in some slurry, salty au jus, and every time I bring it up, it's not really au jus sauce. I don't care. I don't care. It's delicious.
It can be beef broth for all I care.
It's hot, salty meat slurry, and I contend that more sandwiches should come with it. Firehouse Subs. They're introducing today for a limited time a French dip. Yep. It has roast beef, obviously. It has caramelized onions. It has both provolone and Swiss.
What a great idea
and
that is.
And it comes with a cup of hot goo to dip it all in. Sign me up for that.
Yeah. Now, if you said to me, would you like to sip a drink of beef gravy slurry from a sandwich, the drippings of cooked meat, I would say drink it straight. How dare you? I don't think I would want that. But if you said dip your bun and sandwich into this and then transfer all the contents of that little cup into your mouth by it soaking into bread, then I am all about that. And I find that just to be a weird thing about us. Like, if you like gravy, it's the same thing. Gravy, I would never drink just like a vat of gravy, but if you asked me to put it on everything on my plate and then eat all that food and still eat the same amount of gravy, I would definitely do that.
That is interesting because you know that I'm not a soup guy.
No, you're not.
Because I don't like hot shots of liquid in my mouth. I have a very tender mouth, very sensitive mouth.
Okay.
I get cankers and things happen in there.
I see.
But if you give me a bowl of, like, good soup, I'm not talking about a piece of crap.
Yeah.
But a bowl of good soup and then a loaf of crusty bread.
That you can dip it into the
I mean,
soup.
I'd never touch the bowl with a spoon.
No.
I would just use the entire loaf of bread as my vessel for this soup.
I guess this isn't a bizarre concept. I mean, I know people love, like, pasta sauce, marinara, however you want to say it. Like, I would never drink a cup of that, but put it on noodles, give me a piece of crusty bread to dip it into or whatever. I'll eat that all day.
Oh, the sauce that I make?
You would drink it. Is that right?
You would take your clothes off and drink it.
Is that right?
Yeah, right, Teddy?
Okay.
Remember the time we got naked and drank the pasta sauce? How you doing, Ted?
That was good times.
That
yeah.
was good times. That's
Yeah.
good.
And one more for me.
Yeah, go ahead.
And then it's up to you. Fish, our fearless leader, went to Potbelly's today. Potbelly Sandwich Works.
Yeah. Great
and
spot.
Got himself an eggnog milkshake.
Ooh.
And he said, top notch. If you like eggnog.
Now, I tolerate eggnog. I don't seek it out. If it is available, I will get a cursory glass or two of it in the course of the holiday season. But I'm not like, oh man, the first day of eggnog season, I get 3 cartons of it and we're just chugging it. That's usually not me. But I do like a milkshake. I like the flavoring of eggnog. What I think would be interesting is if you took that home, got into the safety confines of your house, and then you booze it up a little bit. A boozy
Nothing wrong with
eggnog milkshake sounds like that could be a winner.
I am a fan of the nog. I actually made French toast for my daughter with eggnog this morning.
Oh, good idea.
I put eggnog in with the egg, mixed that up.
It's a great idea.
Did some French toast. Delicious. Now, Fish said he approves of it. It was very, very good. I would like to point out that I have personally seen this man today take 2 afternoon craps. 2.
You haven't personally watched him do it.
No, I mean, I wasn't in the stall with him.
Go upstairs, come back down.
But he's not normally a guy that takes an afternoon crap, and today it was 2. Now, is that because of the milkshake, or is that just coincidental? I don't know.
Does it go through you that quickly?
I don't. If you're Torg. Torg has no working sphincter muscle.
He's not Torg. He's a different human.
It's delicious. I got to go.
All right. That's fine. Only thing I could add today for Fat Boy Food Tip is that it is now available at Wendy's. They've done this before. The Frosty tags are back. So if you know this, $3, you get a Frosty tag. The money goes to charity. And the Frosty tag gets you a Frosty with you have to purchase something when you get this. Like the Frosty tag's $3. For the rest of the year, once a day, you can go to Wendy's, and if you get anything at Wendy's, it says with any purchase, you can just say, oh, and I'd like a Frosty, and show them your Frosty tag, and you get a free Junior Frosty with any purchase.
You know what's amazing to me is that we first talked about this last week, and yet people contacted us, and they were bitching and moaning about how it's not a good deal. And this used to be just $1, and now it's $3. You can get a Frosty every day.
Junior Frosty, which costs 99 cents, I think, regularly, or $1.29, depending.
For the entire year.
Yeah.
For $3.
If in a whole year you get 4 of them, you've won. Congratulations. You got one over on Wendy's.
I mean, look, prices are going to go up at some point, guys. Like, I'm not a fan of inflation. But when I first got my driver's license back when I was banging, I filled the Pontiac Grand Am up on $12.
Also, the proceeds for this go to charity. So if they charge you $10 for it,
who needs
it's
charity?
a larger donation to charity, presumably. But either way, I'm just saying.
Adopted kids.
I'm saying,
Who cares?
How many people go to Wendy's like at least 4 times a year? again, I get nothing for telling you about this. I don't understand how you think that's a bad deal. To get it to, like, the money goes to charity, you get a free Frosty with any purchase once a day. So you could literally do it 365 times if you want to. But even if you do it 4 times, you've made out on the deal.
Bring back the salad bar. Thank you.
I don't know if you know that. Salad bars, not healthy. You told us about that yesterday.
Yeah.
People have to learn.
I had no idea they sometimes reheat this food. Did you know, Bone? Sometimes they have, like, grilled vegetables on these buffets.
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't sell all the grilled vegetables, the next day they'll put it in soup. Did you know?
I had no idea.
Did you know that restaurants are repurposing food? Because no other restaurant does that, just the buffets.
I do wonder, though, at the salad bar, is the lettuce fresh? And also, what is your favorite type of lettuce?
More importantly, do you eat the core of the lettuce, or as T-Bone calls it, the butt?
The butt.
That has lots of veins in it.
Who wants the veiny butt of lettuce? No one wants that.
Veiny butt of lettuce. Veiny butt is the head scout for the Columbus Blue Jackets.
That's not him.
Villy Sarin.
Yeah, not
and Veiny Vevelainen together.
Sure. Yeah. They're both great.
Ryan Day will receive a visitor this week. Details next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got some slower traffic that's causing a 20-minute delay on eastbound 70 on the east side between Livingston Avenue and Bryce Road. And you're looking at a couple-minute delay on southbound 71 on the north side between Weber Road and 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by AAA Car Care Plus. Come into your local AAA Car Care Plus location and save up to $30 on auto repair with their AAA Triple Play. And on the plus side, AAA members save more. Offer valid through December 31st. See store for details. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Dormar, your pilot hero.
Dormar can be there today, guaranteed. Visit them at dormarhvac.com.
Common Man here for Care Heating and Cooling. There's a lot of HVAC companies out there. I trust Care with my business, and I know you'll be satisfied customers. I am the most miserable person on earth. So if I'm satisfied, you know they must be doing something right. But don't take my word for it. Care has been named the 2024 winner of the Better Business Bureau Torch Award for Ethics. That's a polite way of saying they provide you with excellent product and service, and most importantly, they never screw you over. Here's another example. Lennox. They sell tons of product all over the country. They've awarded Care their Lennox 2024 Partner of the Year award. Just bragging at this point. I suggested a new tagline for Care Heating and Cooling. Here it is. Obnoxiously efficient. They didn't like it, but I stand by it. Don't wait for your furnace to crap out this winter. Get on their Care plan and get your unit checked before the pipes freeze. And it costs you thousands of dollars, and your wife swears at you. That certainly never happened to me. Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING or book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com when you need a company you can trust.
Bob and Teresa Capace here. The holidays are the perfect time for your yes moment. Find the ring that captures your love at family-owned Worthington Jewelers. With over 1,500 styles and friendly expert guidance, you'll find the one.
Worthington Jewelers, where Columbus gets engaged.
Bo Bishop here. We teamed up with our great friends at High Bank to pick 3 exclusive single-barrel whiskeys. A portion of every bottle will be donated to Brady Quinn's Third and Goal Foundation to make a difference in the lives of veterans. A limited number of bottles are available right now at High Bank's Grandview and Gahanna retail locations. Drink local. Drink High Bank.
You know that thing you've always been too scared to go for? It seems like you'll never have the guts. Then a cancer diagnosis. And doing that thing becomes way less scary. I would know. I've always wanted a black belt. And today, the only thing standing in my way is a few wooden boards. It's been a lot of hard work and 5 years since I beat cancer at Ohio Health. Bring it on. You keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keepmakingplans to learn more.
Hey friends, Beamer here. Look, it's no secret I've got some weight to lose. I look around, see everybody else here at the radio station. Other friends have done it as well. All have done it with Awaken 180. So I said to myself, all right, let's see what this is all about. I've never tried a diet or weight loss program before. Wouldn't touch the meds. It all sounded terrible. Cut this out, cut that out. Work out constantly, inject myself for life. Hard pass, no thanks. I need something that I can actually do. And Awaken 180, it makes sense. You eat more often, you keep the flavor, and most importantly, it works. I'm only 3 days in, down 7 pounds. Poof, 7 pounds already. I'm finding the rhythm, eating more frequently, and actually having fun cooking dinner again. Tasty food that fits the plan. I spatchcocked the chicken the other night. When have I ever done that before? My why is simple. I need to be around for Willie. I need to be able to play with him. I need to keep up with him and be there for him. So if you need a plan that works, do what I'm doing and everyone else has already done. Visit Awaken180weightloss.com or call 844-346-1800. 844-346-1800. Let's get it done.
If you miss a little, you'll miss a lot. Search for your favorite fan shows wherever you get your podcasts and subscribe. Every episode comes right to your phone absolutely free. Modern technology, it's a hell of a thing. Do it now. The Fan.
Steel holiday savings are here. Make room under the tree for gifts at the top of their wish list. Right now, power up the holidays with great deals on long-lasting tools. Find the perfect gift at your local Steel dealer or shop the Steel Holiday Gift Guide at steelusa.com.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is, fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Power up the holiday and give a gift from the top of their wish list. Visit your local Steel dealer today or shop online at steelusa.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A few leftover showers, otherwise mostly cloudy, light winds and mild on this Tuesday. Temperatures running in the upper 40s. Overnight, we'll see temperatures dropping back down to the low 30s with partly cloudy skies giving way to more clouds and a couple of flurries as the sun comes up. We'll see a break during the day with scattered late-day snow showers into Wednesday evening. Breezy and colder with highs in the mid-30s. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
ESPN Bet is the official sports book of Common Man and T-Bone. On your phone or in person at Hollywood Casino Columbus. The Fan.
The only thing harder than Common Man's arteries is T-Bone thinking about a red-bellied woodpecker. This is Man and Bone.
Fish has handed me the plug sheet for tomorrow.
All right.
You want to hear it?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Morning Juice, 6:30 tomorrow morning. Anthony Schlegel, Buckeye legend, resident crazy person. Also, 8:48 on Morning Juice, Adam Fantilli, one of my favorite guys. I'm so glad he shaved off his creepy mustache.
Hell of a lineup right there.
Rothman and Ice, 12:30. Adam Schefter, probably grumpy from ESPN. And then on this show tomorrow, live and in studio for the first time since he retired and ran off to Florida, Jeff Rimmer.
Yeah, that's right.
Tomorrow.
I can't wait to have Rims back in here. That'll be fun. Mike, before we get to what you teased, or we can do what you teased.
No, go ahead.
I have a story that may make blood shoot out of your ears / eyes, wherever blood shoots out of these days for you.
Everywhere, including the wiener.
Great. Todd McShay, NFL draft evaluator for ESPN, right? He's on with Ryan Russillo. Apparently they have I don't know if they're doing a show, podcast, who cares? Ryan Russillo has a show.
It's called I've Passed Out in Someone Else's Hotel Room. Did I steal your joke?
I was going to say.
I'm sorry,
I was
buddy.
going to say, yeah, passed out drunk in a hotel room.
I'm
whatever,
sorry.
Either way. So Todd McShay is on there, and they were talking about the college football playoff, and they were talking about the rank injustice suffered by Alabama, among others, I'm quite sure.
I can't take
and how, well, and they didn't necessarily say Alabama by name, but here is what apparently Todd McShay said yesterday on the Ryan Russillo podcast. He wants an NFL talent evaluator to have a seat at the table for the college football playoff selection committee. He said, I recognize this is not about the NFL draft. Great. Stop there. End of discussion.
There you go. No more talking.
But he didn't stop there. He said, you don't think that part of the committee, there should be someone representing the talent? Like how much talent these teams truly have? I talk about this all the time. NFL scouts are on the road for months. I don't know if there are any more people that are not a part of NFL organizations, a group that might have more insight into what the talent level is than the Senior Bowl, who's putting together their list. They have 11 scouts on the road. They have draft meetings. I'm not trying to make this about the NFL draft, but I'm trying to make this about the best teams. And basically went on to say they should have an NFL NFL draft talent evaluator who can sit down and go, sorry, are you leaving out the team with the best NFL talent on it? Bama, let's say, over SMU. He wants someone to advocate for Bama in this situation and say, yeah, but they've got 10 NFL draft picks and SMU only has 3.
Again,
let's say.
Why do we even play these games? Let's not even play them.
No.
Let's just throw it through a computer and a simulator and do it 10,000 times, and that'll be the end of that. Why even play these games? You know what? If you want to have that, a draft evaluator, a talent evaluator, you should also call it a bad coach evaluator.
Absolutely right.
Because aren't you also devaluing everything that coach has done by saying, well, you have all this talent on your team, but clearly you're not winning, so you're a bad coach. Let's reward you with getting you into the playoffs. Yay!
Right. That would be, again, what part, I know the answer for these people is, I just don't believe SMU is as good as Alabama, or I don't believe that Indiana is as good as name your team, right? Like they're looking at some of these schools and saying, yeah, but I just know this other team's better. And they're basing that off of what they think, what they project guys will do in the NFL. Because Todd McShay, Mike, he's never, ever advocated for someone going number 1, number 2, number 3, and had that person not pan out.
Always
not be
right.
any good.
100%
He's always
right.
right.
All the time.
So draft evaluators, they're always right in their assessments, or they're not. So why would we put that person in charge of saying, well, this will provide you with the best game? We have no idea if that's the case. The talent being there is irrelevant. By that logic, I actually would support this for when we have to play Michigan again next year. It would be nice if someone would come up and say, hey, before you guys play that storied rivalry game that Ryan Day can't seem to win anymore, we looked at the rosters. You have a couple guys on Michigan on the defensive line who are going like their first round level picks for the NFL. But then after that, you look at Ohio State's roster, they got so many more guys who are just that much better. We're not even going to play this game. Everybody's going to come out. We'll do the introductions. We'll do senior day. Band will play. And then we'll throw a score up that feels good, like, 34-10. We think the Buckeyes will win by 24 points. And then game over, Buckeyes win. I would like that because that might be the only way we beat Michigan anytime soon, as long as Ryan Day's the head coach.
Projecting what someone does in the NFL is irrelevant. We watch the NFL. We watch college football, so we think these things tie into each other. And on some level, they do, but it's a completely different job. I don't care. I know what Will Howard has said. Will Howard came here because he wanted to go to a big-time program with talent so we can, dazzle the NFL scouts. Because when he put in his paperwork last year, he was not impressed. Right? Quite frankly, Ryan Day shouldn't care anything about that. I don't care what Will Howard projects when a scout comes to visit. All I care is that Will Howard is good enough to win me the college football game that I need him to win me. We crap on Tim Tebow all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Tim Tebow shouldn't have been drafted where he was drafted. He was not a good NFL quarterback. Should have switched to tight end. Fine. All of it. We'll have that conversation. Tim Tebow is one of the greatest college football players of all time.
Yeah.
All time.
Some of the greatest college football players you've ever heard of, some of the guys who had some of the biggest moments in these games, never translated to the NFL.
What he did in the NFL was not relevant to what he did in college. The playoff teams here, it doesn't matter if they have a bunch of NFL talent on them. Can they win the games they actually play?
Yeah.
That's the question.
And I know what the argument there is. A lot of people, I'm sure, like Todd McShay, would say, yeah, but if SMU played the schedule that Bama did, would SMU have the record they do? That's a great question. You know who needs to address that? The College Football Playoff Selection Committee, the powers that be in these conferences, need to get together and submit themselves to organized scheduling that comes from a centralized, I don't know if it has to be the NCAA, but the College Football Playoff.
No, it's not the NCAA, trust me.
But you should have the top 4 or 5 conferences, whoever you want to throw in that hopper, and say, great, you're all going to agree to play each other in the same. By the way, SEC, you have to play the same number of conference games as the Big Ten, too.
Exactly.
Let's start there. If we're going to have this complaint all the time about how the SEC gets screwed, they don't play the same number of conference games. I don't think, unless they've changed that.
Nope.
They used to not. I don't know. Maybe they've changed it. But that's been a thing for years the SEC has benefited from, only playing 8 conference games when other conferences are playing 9. So that's an inequity that we're never going to, we don't address that. But we do expect that SMU, when they, have 1-loss season, 2-loss season, that's not fair to them, or that's not fair to Bama, who lost all these games to 500 teams. No, we got to just protect Bama. Because, Mike, I don't know if you know, college football doesn't have enough built-in victories for teams like Bama, Georgia, Texas, Ohio State. The system isn't built already enough for them. We have to help them even further. When schools like SMU have a nice year, we can't reward that. When Florida State last year, their quarterback got injured, but they went undefeated, and we were like, yeah, but we know they're going to lose. So they left them out of the 14 playoff. It still makes no sense to me.
They knew they were going to be bad this year.
Right?
That's why they left them out.
What is the point of playing these games if all we're going to do is leave it up to the people who say, I think this is... Go ask the OU Bobcats. How many people on that set? Those are all college football experts. If you didn't see the College Game Day segment, they were picking the MAC championship game versus Miami. OU Miami, everyone except for Timothy Chalamet, an actor, picked Miami to win that game. OU blew the doors off the Red Hawks, and if we just went off of that, why even play that game? The experts got that one wrong. Maybe they're wrong about SMU and Bama, too.
I saw this on 11 Warriors. It's only one day of the transfer portal being open, but a top offensive lineman has already locked in an official visit with the Buckeyes. Per 24/7 Sports, former Northwestern guard Josh Thompson will visit Michigan State today, Auburn tomorrow, and Ohio State on Friday. He has 1 season of eligibility remaining, earned honorable mention, all Big Ten honors this past season. In his career, he's played 31 games, made 21 starts, seeing time at left guard, and right tackle. So,
okay. It sounds very versatile.
Offensive line, supposed to be good. Let's go. Let's get him.
Here's what I want to know. When something happens in a game, does this guy immediately look to the referees, the fans, special teams, the wind, and go, it's their fault? Or does he go, damn it, I'm going to make sure we don't lose today? Because Ryan Day right now has got a lot of guys who follow his lead, who like to blame everything else but themselves for the plight they're in. If this guy comes in and actually takes responsibility for the bad play on the field, then maybe we want him here. But if he's just going to be a guy who's like Ryan Day, who blames literally everybody else but himself for the plight he's in, then no, I don't want him here. Also, if he likes Justin Fry, instantly out on this guy. If he's like, yeah, I really think Justin Fry is a great coach, then I don't want him here. Because I don't want Justin Fry here.
Why are you so grumpy today?
Because we've lost to Michigan 4 times.
I understand, but did you not hear that Creed is coming to the Shot on July 20th? You can't possibly be grumpy with news like that.
I'm glad it's Creed. If it was Nickelback, I'd really have a problem. Creed's all right.
Let me tell you something, buddy. We're going to go to that concert together. And you may come to mock, but you'll stay to rock.
I won't mock. I know Creed's a good rock band. They're fine.
No,
I'm asking
fine.
I'm asking you to trade me one Dirty Dungarees show. You go to Dirty D's with me in the laundromat show.
There's no air conditioning in there.
All right, we'll go in the winter. Now it'd be perfect. Go there now. It's warm in there. It's like a nice little beehive. Everybody's just shuffled together and vibrating. It's warm.
And I'll be the queen. Hey!
That's right.
All right, rapid fire's next. We're back in 2 minutes. Time me. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You can expect a 5-minute delay on westbound 270 on the north outer belt between 161 and Cleveland Avenue. And we've got about a 10-minute slowdown on southbound 315 from Lane Avenue to I-70. This report is sponsored by Donato's Pizza. Every piece is important. Introducing Donato's new Italian meatball and sausage pizza with family recipe meatballs and sausage, plus Asiago, smoked provolone, Romano, and marinara. Now get $3 off any large pizza using promo code 3. Order today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
A savory Meyer ham is the perfect centerpiece for any holiday feast. Now through December 24th, Meyer Spiral Sliced Half Ham is just 79 cents per pound with M-Perks. Limit 1, no clipping necessary. Discount automatically applied when your M-Perks ID is entered at checkout. Buy one, get one for $1 on a 3-pound bag of red or yellow potatoes or yellow onions. Save on Kraft Stovetop Stuffing for $1.99. And get a Marie Callender's Frozen Pumpkin Pie for just $4.99. Incredible taste and impressive prices make the holidays a good deal better. Exclusions apply. Go to Meyer.com for details.
Hey guys, it's D. Miller. It's the holidays, but if you're feeling bah humbug, it could be low testosterone. Testosterone therapy, or TRT, can help put some jingle in your bells. But we're not all the same, so don't go for just any standard dosage TRT plan. I recommend the personalized treatment that you get with the experts at Low T Center. They have more than a decade of experience. Their TRT plan is tailored just for you. So go to lowtcenter.com and book your appointment. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
There's a lot on the line in a divorce. Your home, savings, retirement, maybe even kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce and the unexpected directions it can take, you really need a partner you can count on. I'm Rick Julius, a partner at Cordell & Cordell. We're committed to helping protect your personal interests and the life you've built. Don't let divorce take more than it has to. Talk to us today.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Columbus area attorneys. 10 West Broad Street, Suite 1550, Columbus, Ohio, 43215. CordellCordell.com.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
We did the math. Common Man has hosted over 5,000 shows on The Fan. 3 of them have been halfway decent. Here's Man and Bone.
Teddy.
Yes.
I said it before the show even started, really.
Yeah, an hour and a half ago.
This ain't one of them. But I got a good feeling about tomorrow.
Oh, yeah?
Oh.
No. Hey, Bone and I do all our banging at Hollywood Casino Columbus, specifically the ESPN Bet Sportsbook, right smack dab in the middle of the casino. As a matter of fact.
It's central. It's the hub of that casino.
I got central heating.
All right.
So on Friday, we're going to be broadcasting the show live from the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at the casino. Obviously, we run from 3 to 6. So stop on by and see us. You can see us do the show. It's magical. You get to watch our faces grimace and scratch and all the things we do. And the first 50 people that are there get a Common Man and T-Bone Christmas T-shirt. Limited edition. You'll never see them again. This is just for you degenerates. Friday, 3 to 6.
Love that.
Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Rapid fire.
Rapid fire.
Sponsored by Custom Air. Custom Air. Custom Solutions. Custom Comfort.
All right, Teddy, rapid fire number 1.
How many teams do you think are legitimate contenders to win the college football playoffs?
All right, here's my list. Tell me if you disagree.
Okay.
Buckeyes. Texas.
Yeah.
Oregon. Georgia.
Yeah.
Notre Dame.
Oh. You know what? I stopped at Georgia.
Notre Dame
I didn't put Notre Dame in, but yeah, I could see. I thought about it. They've really improved since they lost to Northern Illinois, but they did lose to Northern Illinois.
I understand that.
Again, Buckeyes lost to crappy Michigan. So what can I say? I guess I'll put Notre Dame on. I'll agree with you. 5 is the number.
Teddy, is there a team that I didn't mention that you think has an opportunity to win it all?
I don't know if I can even say this without laughing, but I was going to say Penn State.
Stop it now.
Stop it. Listen, Ryan Day has his issues with Michigan. James Franklin has his issues with Ohio State and every other big game. So
yeah,
and Ryan Day has a big game issue too. Let's not mince words. I'm just saying that's where we're at.
Rapid fire number 2.
Besides the Ohio State-Tennessee matchup, which first-round playoff game are you most interested in watching?
Notre Dame, Indiana.
That's one I have.
You know, I think Notre Dame's playing really good football. I think Indiana will just throw the house at them in terms of we're going to do everything here. We're going to take out all the trick plays that we have. If we're going to lose, we're going to go down in flames. Either they're going to play a really, really good, entertaining game, or Indiana's going to lose by 50.
Yeah.
But they're going out there and they're doing it.
I feel like that's right. I don't think Indiana's going up to South Bend just to put on a good show and try to hang with Notre Dame for 3 quarters and then get overpowered in the 4th. I don't think they want a repeat of kind of what happened with Ohio State in that second half.
Exactly right.
They want to go out and show that they can do something, and you got to shut up their home crowd. You got to get a lead early and try to, just keep pushing Notre Dame. And I feel like that's the formula to win. So I'm with you. I think that will be interesting either way.
Rapid fire number 3.
The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain was first published on this day back in 1884. I want you to give me a famous Mark Twain quote and do it in his voice.
In his voice?
Yes, please. Let's do voice.
Well, hang on.
Yes.
I don't know what he sounds like, Ted. If only one of us had been listening to an audiobook of Bronson Pinchot reading his words in a Mark Twain accent.
Mark Twain is one of my favorite guys ever. I take such inspiration from this guy. I'm listening to his autobiography, and I've actually listened to it before.
Okay.
But every time I don't have a book that I'm excited to listen to, I'll just go back to that one.
All right.
Because it's little short stories that he throws in there, musings.
Okay.
And the narrator for this audiobook is Balki Bartakamus, Bronson Pinchot, and he's doing a wonderful Mark Twain impersonation the entire time. Here's my line.
Okay.
And I'm not going to sound anything like him, but I'll give it a go. The Nile ain't just a river in Egypt.
Oh, I see. That's all it is? That's it?
That's the line.
Okay.
I mean, that's one of the most famous lines.
Okay, that's fair. I haven't read his biography, unlike you, so I don't know all his quotes.
All right, do you have a quote?
Yes, but I don't. How do we know Bronson Pinchot knows what he sounded like in the first place?
There's audio recordings of his voice.
Oh, okay. I like this quote. The man with a new idea is a crank until the idea succeeds. I like that because it includes the word crank, which is just a fun word for me.
Teddy,
I always like
Teddy,
the word
do you
crank.
have a quote that you like?
How about this? Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. This is the ideal life.
Oh, we're doing Foghorn Leghorn. He didn't say. I can't
do voices.
I do declare. I say the man with a new idea is a crank.
Oh, he's
until
from
the idea succeeds.
He's from Missouri.
I do believe. All right. fine.
Rapid fire number 4.
If you had to get a tattoo on your face, what would you get and where would it be placed?
I've always had a problem growing what I believe to be a good mustache. I would just get a mustache tattooed on my face.
Interesting. I like that. A facial hair tattoo.
Yeah.
It's very good. I think I would probably go with lips tattooed on my lips. So then it would just be just an outline of lips on my lips already. So that's
a lot of lips.
It's minimal. You wouldn't see it. See very little of it.
Teddy?
I'd get the little teardrop.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Can you does the neck count as a face tattoo? Do you count that as a neck tattoo?
Save the neck for me, Clark.
Right, because in the neck, I would go a lot crazier. I'd get a big neck tattoo, for sure.
Rapid fire number 5.
Tomorrow is National App Day. No, not an appetizer, but an app that's on your phone or tablet. So what's your top 3 apps that you use daily?
Oh, of course, the Fan app.
Fan app is one.
I use that all the time.
We both have that as number 1.
But assuming we can't mention that one.
Okay.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Apple Music.
Okay.
Amazon.
My 3 would be Spotify, Twitter, and probably TikTok. I do that more than Instagram. Instagram's probably 4th.
Bukake Barn.
What is that?
Ask Ted. That's his favorite app.
Ask Ted. You brought it up.
The barn.
The barn.
No.
I would save big money, watch the barn. I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Yeah. Barney's.
I love you. You love me. Barney. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah. I would say probably, Twitter and my podcast app, because I would like to go back and listen to this show all the time.
Yeah.
And then, let's see, my Discord app.
Oh, you get on the Discord there, Teddy?
What is Discord?
We have, there's a Man and Bone Discord. It's a thing where you can go. It's like
chatting,
like a chat room, message board kind of thing.
Yeah. Things, yeah.
I'm not hip with the lingo. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm in the Bukake Barn.
Yes,
I don't know what that is. Can I also say that if we're all being honest, probably one of our most used apps is a fast food chains app.
Oh, McDonald's.
Yeah, you're McDonald's.
Yeah, that's right.
I would probably be a Taco Bell.
I forgot about that.
I use the Taco Bell app.
Take my
every time
Amazon out, put McDonald's in.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
Kevin Stefanski is giving an update on the quarterback position. Details next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Yes.
What the hell?
We're like 3 minutes
breaking
early.
out?
Oh, we are?
Yes.
See, you know what? This is the new
clock.
This is
like
a new
41.
clock just screwed me up.
Should I just go?
I'm
It's like
sorry. No, I'm
41.
sorry.
Is anybody
I
there?
screwed that all. I got that all wrong.
That's right, John Sterling. You served it.
28 is what.
It is high. It is far. It is 439.
The pitch to Stanton. There it goes. Deep left. It is high. It is far. It is gone out of the ballpark. A Stantonian home run. Now, what did I do wrong? What did I see wrong? He's at first base.
That's me. That's fine. You know what? I've got 90 seconds. You know what I can tell you in 90 seconds?
What can you tell us, Mike?
I paid for it this morning.
Paid for what?
The girls talked me into it. I have purchased tickets, both hotel and event tickets to go to the Winter Olympics in Milan.
What?
Next winter.
Wait, when is next? You mean 2026?
February of 2026.
You're going to
Milan to go to the Winter Olympics.
Inter or AC? Which one do you go to? I hear there are two. Inter Milan and AC Milan. Those are two cities, right? Next to each other?
Yeah,
no?
Sure. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
That'll be fun.
No, it's not going to be fun.
It's going to be miserable.
It's going to be the whole people, the whole world.
Why are you doing? Why did you get talked into this?
The girls wanted to go. They talked me into it. The once in a lifetime opportunity. Well, it may kill me.
Is it?
To go to Milan for the Winter Olympics, I guess.
Oh,
yes.
I guess to go to Milan, but yeah, or Milan as I like to call it. Isn't there every 4 years it goes to another place?
No, I know that, but they don't want to Salt Lake City. Yeah. Because that's what I said. I said, isn't it coming to Salt Lake City? It's like, yeah, let's go to Italy.
Yeah, that's way more expensive. And
oh, you have no idea.
Well, Samantha's going to have to be your translator, right?
Well, I mean, it is a global event.
What does that mean?
Everybody's going to be speaking English.
You're right. Italians famous for their acceptance of people who don't do things their way in their country. That's exactly right. Should be a fun time.
Yes, Samantha can talk to him.
There you go. I'm excited for you.
I'm not excited. Can I break now?
Yeah, we're at 41.
Time to break now?
Congrats on the Milan trip.
Here's the 1-0. Swung on, there it goes. Deep left center. That ball is high. It is far. It is gone. But caught. At the wall. Caught by Tapia. Boy, I thought that was gone. So Stanton got close. He sent Tapia back to the wall to make the catch. And the Yankees come up just empty. That would have tied the game.
I almost had a good segment right there, Teddy.
You did.
Oh, I was so close.
But now we're late.
I know.
Now we're late.
I know. What did I even tease? Oh, Kevin Stefanski updates you about the Browns quarterback position. Details next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You should watch out for an accident that's blocking the left lane on westbound 670 after 315. It's causing about a 10-minute delay and some stop-and-go traffic from 71. And we have a 5-minute slowdown on eastbound 33 between Refugee Road and Hamilton Road. This report is sponsored by Allstate. Wish you could save on home insurance? With Allstate, you could easily save and get quality protection. Yep, it's a win-win. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
During the Ram Wrap Up the Year sales event, take advantage of huge deals on a wide selection of Ram trucks. Right now, well-qualified lessees get a low-mileage lease on the 2025 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4 for $469 a month for 42 months with $3,652 due at signing. Tax, title, license extra. No security deposit required. Call 1-877-RAM-5722 for details. Requires dealer contribution and lease through Stellantis Financial. Extra charge for miles over 35,000. Not all customers will qualify. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery by 1-2.
Common Man and T-Bone here for the ESPN Bet Sportsbook inside Hollywood Casino Columbus. Bone, it's our favorite place to be.
Love it. There's tons of great action, 12,000 square feet of betting and fun and food and drinks.
And we're going to be broadcasting live Friday, December 13th. The first 50 people in attendance will receive a Common Man and T-Bone Christmas shirt.
Ooh.
I didn't get one.
Me either. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Come see us on the 13th. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Bobby Carpenter was determined to get relief for his dad, Rob. Years of college and pro football had taken a toll on Rob's joints. Bobby trusted his dad's care to QC Kinetics and their game-changing regenerative pain treatments.
It's been great to watch him improve. This stuff wasn't available 20 years ago, and how we've been able to kind of hone in and be able to fix the body in a more natural way as opposed to just cutting on it all the time. It's pretty terrific.
QC Kinetics. They take your body's own healing properties, concentrate them, and apply to areas in pain like knees, shoulders, hips, and back. And the results?
He's like, well, it doesn't hurt to go down the stairs anymore. I'm like, well, that's a positive.
Relief. Without any joint replacements, harmful steroids, or medications. The natural way at QC Kinetics. Don't wait. Call to see if you're a good candidate. Go to qckinetics.com/Columbus or call 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544. Again, 380-208-4544. Get rid of your joint pain with QC Kinetics.
Common Man here for Diamonds Direct. The last chance sale is this weekend, Friday through Sunday. Take 20% off virtually everything. Rings? Yes. Earrings? Yes. Pendants, bracelets, everything to make the holiday sparkle. This weekend, they're decking the halls with an expanded selection and top designer appearances in the store. 20% off everything, almost everything, Friday through Sunday. My wife sent me a text today and says, "We're going." And I said, "Fine, we're going." And we'll save 20%, plus special financing, in-store designer appearances. Did I say that already? All weekend, including Sunday. Diamonds Direct is the best jewelry store in the world. I've not been to Dubai, but I assume this is true. And if you don't believe me, go read the Google reviews from actual customers, not just the talking head on your radio. If you have a special occasion coming up or just want to finish your holiday shopping, you can't miss this weekend. Open all weekend. For the best selection, quality, and price, shop direct, Diamonds Direct. Get details at diamondsdirect.com.
Here's a quick listening guide. When something's on the fan, it's on the station you're listening to right now. If I say something's on ESPN Columbus, it's on 1460 AM and the Fan's HD2. When in doubt, stream it on the Fan app. Thank you and good night.
At Meijer, we believe the holidays should be a special time. A time when families and friends can gather for the simple purpose of enjoying each other's company. From the gifts and decorations which make the moment, to the fresh ingredients that make the meal. Count on Meijer to bring the magic of the season to life with just one stop. We're always working harder to make the holidays a good deal better. Meijer, bring more good to the holidays.
Hey guys, it's Anthony Rothman. If you're feeling those holiday blahs already or just not bringing your usual cheer to the party, it could be low testosterone. That's right, it does affect our moods. Testosterone therapy, or TRT, can help put some jingle in your bells. But we all have different T levels, so don't just go for that standard dosage TRT plan. Go to the experts at Low T Center. Their TRT plan is tailored for you and with over a decade of experience. Go to lowtcenter.com and book your appointment. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
It's almost Football Friday. All play and no work.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Your home for football, the Fan. Does excessive amounts of Prozac make your sack droop down to your knees? Asking for a friend. My friend's name is Mike. Back to Droopy Sack and T-Bone.
Hey, Droopy Sack and T-Bone would like you to tell a friend about this radio show. We're doing a referral fee.
Is that right?
Yes, we are, where if you tell a friend about the show, they get hooked on the show. Teddy comes over in the spring and mulches your beds.
Wow. I mean, let him mulch your beds.
He edges the beds. He mulches the beds.
Teddy, are you a good mulcher? You good at that? You good at, like, cleaning out the beds, making all that stuff happen?
No, I can mulch the leaves. I'm better in the fall than I am spring.
Oh, you're
actually.
big.
But I'll do what I can in the spring.
All right, thank you, Ted. We learned who called 911 at Joe Burrow's house last night. So while Joe Burrow was in Dallas winning a football game, someone was breaking into his house or attempting to break into his house in Cincinnati. Olivia Ponton, or Ponton.
Ponton.
Ponton. She is a Sports Illustrated swimsuit model.
Yes.
And she was the one who was there. I'm guessing she wasn't just house sitting, that she and Joe are involved in some way.
Well, I mean, it appears she was reports are unclear if she was in the house when this happened or if she arrived at the house and found the bedroom all, like, broken into.
She's very lean.
She's a swimsuit model.
I understand, but I'm just saying there's all different types of swimsuit models.
That's fine.
She's very lean.
Yeah.
She's got a great stomach. Terrific stomach. You know I'm a big stomach guy.
I guess I do now.
You knew it.
I tend to think you're an everything guy because you show pictures of a hot lady to you and you're like, yeah. Like, I didn't know it was like, oh, the stomach got me. It's like, well, yeah, she's very much in shape.
First of all, she's taking these pictures. They're either professionally done photos or she's doing selfies of herself. So I don't feel like I'm a voyeur in any way.
No, you're not a voyeur.
I'm
I
on
didn't say
TMZ.
that.
I'm looking at the gallery.
I mean, there's an article in Cosmopolitan, like, that came out 7 hours ago. The title of the article is Olivia Ponton Wants to Teach You How to Do Revenge. And it's all like a photo shoot of her in Cabo where she talks about the most vengeful looks that you could have as you're wearing, whatever. It's style, fashion. She's an attractive person.
She's very good. She's got that girl
She's
next
famous
door
for being attractive.
quality.
Yeah.
You know, who's the one that that Timmy likes.
That narrows it down to only like 100,000 women.
Whitney Johns.
Okay.
But I'm just saying she's the complete opposite of Whitney Johns. Now, both of them, very attractive ladies in their own right.
Okay.
But she's the opposite of that.
I don't remember Whitney Johns. I have to look
Whitney
her up.
Johns is very artificially enhanced and very made up. And
oh, I see. Okay.
You know, all of that. And that's great.
Mm-hmm.
This girl also knows she's hot. But it's more like the girl who's in study hall with you that you will never get a chance to date.
You're getting all this from just like a few pictures of her, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes, I am.
And I see what you mean about Whitney Johns. Yeah, she obviously, she's also doing great.
I enjoy both of them.
Sure.
Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
I can have a world-class steak or I can have a taco from Taco Bell. They're both equally good depending on the mood.
These are the discussions I enjoy because there are no stakes. Like, no one's wrong. Like, if you're like, Whitney Johns, not my type. You know what? That's fine. Doesn't have to be. She's your type, and that's great.
There's like, you do it with Mama June, you're wrong.
Why?
That's a wrong.
Why?
No.
Why are you doing that to old Sugar Bear?
No, first of all, they don't get along.
Well, they did.
No,
at
they
one point,
did.
At one point,
now
they did.
sue each other. They hate each other.
They hate each other?
Oh, my God.
No, that's no good.
Well, they're both on drugs. Go figure. Reality TV, not stable.
Well,
not a good thing for the relationship.
You invite people into your house to film yourself doing all kinds. Again, this is why I don't understand when so many people are like, "Did you hear what the Kardashians did?" No, and I don't care because I feel like we're glorifying very unstable people who need attention at all times.
Do we still have her sneeze?
Oh, Mama June? I hope so. That from
I got 18 million Paul Keel sneezes.
Well, you can play one of those.
I have a Ted sneeze.
You do?
Excuse me. I've got a Tito sneeze.
Ted, that was you faking a sneeze. That was not a real sneeze. What's the Tito sneeze?
I don't know.
Do I want to know?
It's 33 seconds long.
No way.
So I'm rooting for him all the way through on this. So coming up next, NFL training camps are getting underway. Which rookie from Ohio State will have the big sit back? That's next. I couldn't get my button fast enough. I'm telling you, Caleb, you should have hit it.
It was on me. It's totally on me, but I think it made it like so much funnier. Like, Tito, that was sick.
Anyway, that was a sneeze. We're coming back on the Buckeye Show next.
That's good. That's good. I mean, he was right there. All he had to say was like Buckeye Show on the fan, and Sounder would have played. And
I'll let it.
Paul, man, going through it. Again, for people who don't know, Paul Keels has no, like, I can turn my mic on and off whenever I want to sitting here. He doesn't have that.
I got
He's
a Chris Spielman sneeze.
Go ahead. Wait, what?
It's the most ladylike of the sneezes
do that
we've
again.
had.
I need to hear that again. It goes up at the, like,
excuse me.
That's the ultimate.
That's a Paul Keel sneeze if I've ever heard one.
That is the ultimate.
Excuse me.
Mama June had like a sneezing explosion. It was like,
excuse me.
Once you start, you can't stop. Do we really not have that in there?
Excuse me.
He knocked the headset off on that one.
You're listening. Bless me to the Ohio State IMG Sports Network.
That's the worst. He's right there. He was right there at the end, and you have to sneeze. What can you do?
I've got more here.
All right, go ahead.
Sanders brings it out of the key, bounces it out on the right point. Baker. Now to comes out of the key, Candido Saw. Ball returned to Sanders. Excuse me, out of the key. Top of the circle, Freeman into the lane. Drive, shot up, no good. Rebound, Andre Wesson, Ohio State. I'll let it. He gives it up top of the key for Kata Bates.
He's got. Clearly, he didn't get it. Like the first couple times, it didn't clear. You know how the sneeze is, where you really have to sneeze or cough, and it doesn't clear all the way, and then it's just stuck there, and you got to do it again.
What did I tease?
So you don't have Mama June. Is that how you tell me you don't have Mama June?
Maybe Teddy can look for it. I don't know where it is.
Teddy.
He's a multiple sneezer.
The look he shot you was just like, go right to the flaming balls of hell.
You want to go to break now, Ted? I'll go to break.
It's clear you don't know the break time.
Kevin Stefanski says he's sticking with Jameis Winston. He was asked by a reporter if, hey, now that the Browns are out of it,
yes,
if maybe you give Dorian Thompson-Robinson a look at the quarterback position. Right. And he said no. Jameis Winston's our guy. Our focus right now is just trying to find ways to get a win. And that will be with Jameis Winston.
Your focus should be getting the best draft position possible. So you can say whatever you want. I believe Jameis Winston puts you in a fine position to get that. Again, is Jameis Winston a terrible quarterback? He's not great. He's not the future. But yeah, I mean, I don't blame them for saying we're just going to play out the string here and see what we can do with him. That's fine. I think he's going to throw enough picks that you're still going to lose games because his team is bad and they've given up. So that's fine.
All right, I have it.
Thank goodness.
Here you go. You ready? Mama June sneezing.
No, we really. Wake up! Here we go! Here we go!
The last one wasn't even a sneeze. That one was made up. The last one, she was like, "Here we go!" Like, that's not a sneeze.
No, we really. Wake up! Here we go! Here we go!
There's 3. The fourth one was unnecessary. Come on.
Hey.
Yeah, that's right. Hey. What's next?
Oh, you know what I have for you?
What do you have?
The number 1 high school basketball prospect in the country chose his destination today. This guy is so important. He did it live with Stephen A. Smith on ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll tell you where he's going to go. It's a very surprising location coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You should watch for a disabled vehicle that's blocking the right lane if you need to travel on northbound 71 on the north side after 670. And you can expect a 5-minute delay on westbound 270 on the north outer belt between 161 and Cleveland Avenue. This report is sponsored by AAA Car Care Plus. Come into your local AAA Car Care Plus location and save up to $30 on auto repair with their AAA Triple Play. And on the plus side, AAA members save more. Offer valid through December 31st. See store for details. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Get your furnace fixed fast. Call Care Heating and Cooling. 1-800-COOLING.
You might not consider yourself a tech expert, but that doesn't mean you can't protect yourself from online scammers with a little help from McAfee Total Protection. Whether it's a fake missed delivery text or an urgent bank alert, these scams can look incredibly convincing. That's where McAfee Total Protection steps in. So go ahead, manage your finances and shop online. McAfee will help keep your device's privacy and identity safer. Visit McAfee.com/online protection today to get award-winning online protection for just $39.99 your first year. That's McAfee.com/online protection. Cancel anytime. Terms apply.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Is your business generating over $1 million a year in revenue? If your financial advisory team isn't keeping pace, maybe it's time for a change. Here's Brad Hennebert with Premier Advisors.
Thanks, Bobby. Our team integrates financial planning and asset management with business accounting and tax preparation. Business owners have planning needs that are unique. We work with you to design a seamless financial services bundle tailored to your business with monthly or quarterly advisory consultations to help guide you along the way. We don't just keep score of what happened last year. Our team combines expert financial planning and wealth management with top-tier tax services, helping businesses like yours build wealth for you. Call us today at 614-524-4888. That's 614-524-4888.
Brad Hennebert is a registered representative offering securities through United Planners Financial Services. Member FINRA SIPC. Advisory services offered through TCP Asset Management LLC. Tax services offered through Premier Tax CPAs. United Planners is not affiliated with TCP Asset Management, Premier Advisors, or Premier Tax CPAs.
Welcome to Nada Yada Island. We're back on the Nada Yada Island Confessions Show. Benny is about to tell us how he found 2 loves. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks to Metro, I found iPhone 12 and Apple Watch SE.
At Metro, get the perfect match of both iPhone 12 with 5G and Apple Watch SE for only $99.99. You heard that right. Both for just $99.99. Holidays with Nada Yada Yada. Only at Metro by T-Mobile.
Bring your number and ID, sign up for Metro Flex Plus, and add a watch line. Not available if you're with T-Mobile or been with Metro in the past 180 days. Limit 2 per account.
Your bathroom's got to go, the vanity's decayed, and toilet's really old. The bathtub's giving way. Give Bath R Us a ring. Call morning, noon, or night. You do not have to wait for spring to get your bathroom right. Bath R Us, your dream bath's on the way. Oh, you'll love to design the bath of your dreams today. Happy holidays from Bath R Us.
Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate or go to bathsrus.com.
Hey friends, Beamer here. Look, it's no secret I've got some weight to lose. I look around, see everybody else here at the radio station. Other friends have done it as well. All have done it with Awaken 180. So I said to myself, all right, let's see what this is all about. I've never tried a diet or weight loss program before. Wouldn't touch the meds. It all sounded terrible. Cut this out, cut that out. Work out constantly, inject myself for life. Hard pass, no thanks. I need something that I can actually do. And Awaken 180, it makes sense. You eat more often, you keep the flavor, and most importantly, it works. I'm only 3 days in, down 7 pounds. Poof, 7 pounds already. I'm finding the rhythm, eating more frequently, and actually having fun cooking dinner again. Tasty food that fits the plan. I spatchcocked the chicken the other night. When have I ever done that before? My why is simple. I need to be around for Willie. I need to be able to play with him. I need to keep up with him and be there for him. So if you need a plan that works, do what I'm doing and everyone else has already done. Visit awaken180weightloss.com or call 844-346-1800. 844-346-1800. Let's get it done.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm Paul Keels. Blue Jackets trying for back-to-back wins, hosting the Philadelphia Flyers tonight at Nationwide Arena. 7 o'clock face-off right here on The Fan. It's the start of a 3-game homestand for Columbus. The Ohio State women's basketball team ranked 11th nationally at home with Ball State tonight at the Value City Arena. 6 p.m. tip-off on ESPN Columbus. Cleveland Browns today waived wide receiver Kadarius Toney, who made a couple of costly goofs in last Sunday's game against Pittsburgh, a crucial taunting penalty and a fumbled punt. The Browns also placed quarterback Greg Newsome on injured reserve with a hamstring injury. This update brought to you by Roosters. For every $50 you spend in Roosters gift cards this holiday season, you'll receive a $10 Roosters bonus buck. Available at Roosters locations or at roosterswings.com. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Did you feel that? It's your radio getting fatter. Getting fatter.
Chubby time.
This is Common Man and T-Bone.
Happy Tuesday. You know what tomorrow is, Bone, don't you?
Oh, I know what tomorrow is. Yeah.
Wild Card Wednesday.
Absolutely.
It's been a while since you and me had one together.
I know. Been gone. Either one of us has or both of us have.
Give me a number.
Let's go with 8.
Caller number 8 right now, Zach Wierenski. 614-821-9710 gets a $50 gift card to Skyline. Try Skyline Chili's new mac and cheese 3-way. Creamy cavatappi pasta in a 3-cheese blend. Topped with Skyline chili and a mound of shredded Wisconsin cheddar. Your favorite 3-way chili made with mac and cheese instead of spaghetti at participating Skyline locations for a limited time only.
Yeah. Sounds great.
Did you know that we already know who's going to win the NCAA tournament?
We do?
Well, we kind of know.
Oh.
I saw this tweeted out today from Ryan Hammer, grandson of Dick Hammer.
And Greg the Hammer Valentine? No?
Sure.
Okay.
He says, history tells us that one of these 12 teams will win the national championship and cut nets in April. Every national champion since 2004 was top 12 in the Week 6 AP poll. And here we are.
This is the Week 6 AP poll.
AP poll. Here are the top 12 teams. I'll start at 12. These are the only teams that have a chance to win the championship.
If that stat
according
holds
to
true.
Science.
Well, if that stat holds true, which it has the last 20 years.
Oregon, Purdue, Kansas, Florida, Gonzaga, Alabama, thank God, Marquette, Kentucky, Duke, Iowa State, Auburn, Tennessee. Those are the only teams that can win the national championship.
You know what? Who am I to argue with science? It's probably not a bad bet to think that one of the top 12 teams early on in the season would be a very good team down the stretch, and come tournament time, not all those teams will obviously, it's the trick is figuring out which one. But yeah, if you're in a way, this is a little bit of a BS stat, right? Because you're taking the top 12 teams and saying one of them will win the championship. Yes, but tell me which one. That would be a little bit more of an insightful thing.
We can't do that.
But it's an interesting stat, I guess.
The top prospect in high school basketball declared his destination today, and it was not a place that you would normally think of.
No. Number 1 ranked player in this class, 2025, AJ DeBansa.
My guy.
6'9", small forward, playing his senior season at Hurricane Prep in Utah. Hint, hint.
Jake Diebler?
No.
Jake Diebler went to get him.
No, he didn't. I don't think.
Well, I'm sure he tried.
Well, whatever. Maybe I'm sure he tried. Right. But he was apparently, North Carolina was in the mix. Kansas was in the mix. Bama was in the mix.
He's a top guy. People say he'd be the top pick in the draft if he could go.
He actually, believe it or not, started off his high school cycle as a 2026 recruit, but reclassified into this year's class. This year's class also of like seniors has Carlos Boozer's kid, who's supposed to be really good. He's going to Duke, go figure. Tons of dudes. This is a very good class. He instantly became the number one guy when he reclassified to a year earlier. Like, that's how good he is, okay? He ended up picking BYU.
All right.
Where that is, if you're saying to yourself, well, BYU, they've been pretty good. Yeah. And then their coach now is the coach at Kentucky, their former coach, right? He took the Kentucky job. And the guy coaching now at BYU is Kevin Young. Kevin Young coached in the NBA for many years as an assistant, but he's like in his 40s, early 40s. He's a younger head coach, but this is his first time coaching at BYU. It's not like that program it's been built by another guy, and now the new guy is there. So what I'm telling you is it's not a blue blood. It's not like he has a coach that's been there, like Mark Few at Gonzaga for 20 years and built that thing. This is a newer coach who has NBA experience.
He's from Utah, this kid, right? Is he LDS?
He's not from Utah. I mean, he is going to school in Utah, but I believe he's from Connecticut.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if he has any connections to the church in that way, but what I do know is he's the number one recruit, and instead of going to a blue blood, he picked BYU, who is obviously trying to do better things there, but I mean, let's be real. If the number one recruit can go to BYU, the number one recruit could go to any school that puts together the right package for a guy from an NIL standpoint, from a coaching standpoint, from a recruiting standpoint with other recruits.
I assume this guy got a big package, right?
It is believed he got somewhere between $5 to $8 million. So I don't know who dropped off the big sack of money for him, but someone did.
Teddy, do you have a big package? This guy?
I took a look at Baines in the shower. He looks like all of Australia. He is really put together.
Why do you have to act like a teenager?
Here's what I will say. For anybody who would look at, because I hate hearing this from Buckeye fans when it comes to Buckeye basketball, who will say, well, who do you think we could get? I mean, we're Ohio State hoops. It's not like we're Kentucky or North Carolina or Duke. Yeah, that's fine. Are you BYU? Could you be at least as good as BYU? Could you build something like that? Because if you can, maybe you are in the mix for number one recruits. Maybe you're in the mix for top 5 recruits. That would be awesome if that's where we can get to. And if that's the case with Jake Diebler, great. I hope that happens. I just don't understand this idea that Ohio State can never hope to get these type of recruits. That makes no sense to me.
Put together the package, man. Put together the financial package.
They are saying that this guy is... The comparisons I've seen is no one has come into college basketball with as much scoring ability since Kevin Durant was in college.
That's pretty good comparison.
That's who they are comparing this guy to as far as his upside, ability, all of that. This dude is it's not just like he's the best guy in the class. He's a monster talent who is probably like a generational level talent.
Give him a Juan Soto contract.
Yeah.
$750 million or whatever it was. You know, I saw a little meme the other day when this contract was announced, the Mets deal. What is it, 15 for $750? Or
I believe that's about right, 15 years.
15 years, $750 million. My team, the Chicago White Sox, also offered him a contract.
Mm-hmm.
And the numbers were very similar.
Yeah.
Yes, it was $15 million over 750 years.
But that got a good laugh. I like that.
There you go.
No, I had a real existential moment with that contract because, I have 3 girls. If you've listened to this show for a long time, I've been working at this radio station. My oldest daughter was not yet a year old when I first started working here, okay? Now I have 3 kids, the youngest of which is in preschool. She's heading to kindergarten next year. When this deal is up, all of my kids will be out of high school. But everybody is currently in school. They're all school age. None of them are in high school as of right now.
Your oldest is 14 years old.
My oldest will be nearly 30. I may be a grandfather when this thing is out. I'm just saying. Like, she may have a kid by the time this thing is done. And I'm saying that put me in a spot where I'm like, whoa, I know he's not going to play 15 years. I know he may not even play 5 years on this deal because he has an opt-out. I'm just pointing out, if this contract goes to its length, my pre-kindergartner will be in college when this thing ends, and that boggles my mind.
All right, you tell me, which owner would you rather have? All right, you got Mr. Cohen,
Yeah.
He owns the Mets.
Spend whatever you need.
He's spending the money. Oh, he overpaid. Well, he paid what he felt like he needed to pay.
No, he's trying to give his team every opportunity to go out and win.
That's right. Now, maybe they don't. Maybe this doesn't work out, but he's hell-bent on trying to win a World Series. Would you rather have that or Fisher from the Oakland/Vegas/Sacramento A's, who signed Luis Severino,
former Met,
okay
year this year,
to a 3-year, $67 million contract? And you're like, well, what's wrong with that? He just upgraded his rotation, 3 years, $67 million. That's not chump change. It's not. But the only reason he did that, according to everyone who's involved, is because his payroll was so low, he had to get it up to a certain level just so he could take advantage of the revenue sharing in Major League Baseball. This is what he did. Instead of actively going out, trying to build a winning roster and spending money to help his team win, he just threw some money at a guy, overpaid for him, but doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
He needed to fill a quota so that his checks would clear from the New York Yankees.
This is the silly thing. He has to get $70 million in revenue sharing, which is what the A's should be getting, right? Only way he can get that is if this year he adds $50 million to the payroll. So Luis Severino's deal for this year puts like $25 million on the payroll instantly. So now he's got to find another $25 million to give. He can give that to one other player. Now, in a crazy world, Mike, what you might do if you actually, wanted to be good was you would find 3 or 4 really good players that cost less than that, but equal $50 million and try to build a team that's sustainable.
That's hard to do.
You would think that's what you would want to do. But no, he's just like, what do I need to get my $70 million? Who cares if this works out? Who cares if there's any team around this? Enjoy that, Sacramento, for 2 years or whatever you're getting them for.
All right, the Brownies are getting closer to the Dome and Brook Park. Details next. Colin Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Stop and go traffic is causing a 10-minute delay on northbound 270 on the East Outer Belt between Easton Way and 161. And you're going to hit a 5-minute delay on northbound 315 between 670 and North Broadway. This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples has amazing deals on everything you need for the holidays, from custom holiday cards and photo gifts to laptops and gaming systems, even shipping solutions. Now save up to $350 on select computers. In-store only. Offer ends 12/28. Unwrap huge holiday savings at Staples. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic sponsored by The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Visit The Waterworks online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Better is around the corner in 2025. Feeling better, getting rid of joint pain once and for all. Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. QC Kinetics patients are able to walk up and down the stairs like my dad, tailgate with their friends. They can finally sleep without pain waking them up. That aching, they can feel normal again. That can be you. 2025 can look very different than what the past years have looked. So call QC Kinetics and say goodbye to the shoulder, the knee, the hip, the back, whatever's aching you. QC Kinetics and Dr. Ray Tesser and his team, they're waiting for your call with the treatments right in the office with no downtime, no drugs, no surgeries. Their advanced protocols in regenerative medicine have helped tens of thousands of people get lasting relief. No steroid shots. And if you've been told surgery is your only option, well, check out a second opinion and go check out QC Kinetics. The consultation is free. Go to QCkinetics/Columbus, or even better yet, call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544 with offices in Dublin and Gahanna.
Here we come, a plumbing. We are known as Apex Pros. If you're plumbing,
honey, there's carolers at the door. I'm not sure what they do.
Your furnace goes out. There's no one near. Apex Pros comes running.
Something about furnaces and plumbing, I think.
What? If your furnace dies or your pipes aren't clear, electric trouble in your home, Apex Pros are near.
No, it's not very good, is it? Come in.
Heating and plumbing, electrical too. Apex Pros knows what to do.
No, not really Christmassy to sing about plumbing and furnaces, is it? Oh, yeah, they got that guarantee. What's that called?
5-star guarantee.
Are they listening out there? Can they hear what we're saying? Yeah, I probably should just lock the door.
Apex Pros, Apex Pros, Apex Pros.
I don't know what Apex Pros. You just Apex.
FanDuel.com.
Shark and Carp here. Make your first NBA bet a swish with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. FanDuel has all your favorite bets, from those who will win the game to how many points a player will score. LeBron James.